Well, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today, we got a special guest.
Give him like 3 more.
Special guest.
You don't even know what's happening right now.
Kelly, is that who we're talking about?
Kyle Berard is here.
Sick.
What is good? Kelly's already having a laugh attack.
I will apologize.
They've been hanging out all day.
I might be laughing this entire episode.
I helped him move out of this place.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Well, for people that don't know, Kelly is moving down the street. You got an apartment down the street.
Yep.
So, Kyle, you just came up here to. I mean, do you even know Kelly?
No.
I mean, did you?
It's crazy. We're like buds, but we know each other. We know each other.
Judging buds.
Yeah, we hung out with each other for 2 weeks straight in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
okay.
So we're
buds.
But then what happened? Like, hey, come on the show. Cool, come on the show. By the way, I'm moving. Oh, I'll come up and help you.
It wasn't even the show. He was like, hey, what do you... I need to move.
No, you actually. Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Kelly called you to help him move?
No, listen,
I was like, well, my birthday's coming up, so I'll come up and help you move for my birthday.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I was
and
like,
then you're like, maybe we can do the show.
I was like, well, guess what? I got my keys,
Yeah.
and tomorrow you're coming up.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll be there at 1. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Moving is like an intimate thing. Like, you don't just ask anybody to help you. He didn't even ask me to help him move.
No.
So,
Well, he's like really good at that stuff. You're good at moving, and like obviously
good at moving.
And he had the pickup truck.
Yeah, the truck that's
Truck
like
helps.
Transformer. I think is
The truck helps.
It's just a truck.
Essential for
you
moving.
have an accord.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, which is it's not.
It's not. What's wrong with that?
But he can't put the bed on top of his accord.
No. This guy had all these like clamps.
Like a block
If
down the
Kelly
street.
put a bed on his accord, he'd be holding his hand out the window trying to hold it.
Oh, for sure. Nothing
that guy.
attached
He wouldn't
to
even
it.
strap her down at all.
Yeah.
No ropes, nothing.
Nope.
I showed him what ratchet straps are. He's like, dude, those things, those are cool.
Those are tight.
He wanted to get some and doesn't even know why.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple for sure.
Well, that was nice of you though to help him move and do. I mean, wow. Now I know who to call if I'm ever in the market of moving.
I'm totally down. I feel like it was a good intro to this. Like, move and.
Well, you got to come in here and hang out and see what it's like here. And
It's great.
How long did it take you to move?
We did it in one shot.
Yeah.
Really?
Literally, it was pretty easy.
And he was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Trucks are cool.
He still has a whole bunch of shit here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still got a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, yeah. I told him.
That's all good. Well, I'll leave it here.
Put it on the front lawn, Roger.
Roger probably cares. I mean, he cares.
Yeah, it's all good.
Amazing. So you're good. Everything's good. You're in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Vista?
I live in Vista.
Okay.
It's great.
Love it.
I love
rips.
it.
Huh?
Vista rips.
Vista rips.
Vista rips.
Vista still rips.
And you moved from the East Coast,
Yeah.
Virginia Beach. Mm-hmm. When did you move here?
8 years ago, about.
Oh, you've been here 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years this time. I lived in Ocean Beach with Rhino
Oh, sick.
12 or 13 years ago for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so you moved out here, then moved back.
I broke. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. I had to move back. I broke my foot. Right when I got here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We were walking out of a bar and I had Stu Graham on my back, on my shoulders.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's huge. He's a big dude. And I just rolled it, and it was seriously like 3 days after I moved, and I just was like, oh god.
Oh man.
So I sat there, and then then I just moved back.
Did you have to get surgery or
No, just
chill?
hurt. It just
But
hurt
why
for a
move
while.
back, though? Were you depressed or something?
No,
or
I
is
had
that...
I had a house.
Oh, you had
I had a house in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
So I moved back and just moved back into that place and hid out until now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you had to come back and help Kelly move.
No, he's moving. I had to move. He moved. Yeah.
And so how was growing up in Virginia Beach?
It was. I mean, it was great.
Yeah?
Or it was okay. I mean, it was cool. It was nice. Skating was nice. All the old Mount Trashmore. You guys familiar?
Yeah, of course.
I grew up like right around there, probably 5 miles from Trashmore. But so I started skating in '95, and like that was the ass end of like that park. Like I think there was chains already over the ramp. It was kind of done.
Oh wow!
I think I might have dropped in on it twice, and then it was like out of business. But I used to fly like kites there on the other side of Mount Trashmore.
You used to fly kites
When I was like
little kid,
2nd, 3rd grade, and then I would like walk over and then see
Everyone's
the
the vert ramp.
guys.
I don't know why I just pictured you like right now. Flying.
Whatever. It just did kid
Professional
shit.
kite flyer.
I did
Right,
kid
right.
shit on the wrong side of the hill, and then I walked over and I was like, "Oh, look at these dudes."
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it ended up being like the Gutierrez brothers and like just Windsor
Sick.
Woods
Pitchfork
guys.
crew.
Total.
Hmm.
The Fork crew. I thought it was cool. You know what I thought the coolest move was when they popped their board out and grabbed it when they were done.
You're like, I want to learn that move.
I was an idiot. but I remember thinking that was awesome. And then, a few years later, I met all those guys.
Oh, okay.
But Virginia Beach, yeah, it's a nice place.
Dropped the kite and picked up a board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good call.
Just like Kel. That's what you did, too.
I still got the kite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was flying a kite earlier today.
He was.
He went down to the
When you were
beach.
moving,
All
I was
windy.
just. Yeah.
Yeah.
during an electrical storm.
Yeah.
It's experimenting.
No.
Driving as a core with a fucking bad nano kite.
Yeah.
Oh God. So the Trashmore. So when you actually started skating, you said Trashmore was kaput.
It was done. It was done, and then Virginia Beach Skate Park started.
Oh.
My buddy Rob Bradford, he started it, and that's where I lived for the next 3 years. There was Chesapeake Skate Park too, which was a bunch of mini ramps, spine ramps, and all kinds of stuff. So so realistically, I learned how to skate at Chesapeake for the most part.
Oh, gotcha.
And then VBSP started, and that was the indoor place, and then that's just I was like skate rat that lived there.
How did you get sponsored out there? Was it
Tony Hawk?
What do you mean?
He came to Virginia Beach.
And he sponsored you?
No, not that cool. Like I met Tony. It was an airwalk demo at the beach.
Oh, sick.
And then it was put on by 17th Street Surf Shop, and that was my first sponsor. So that day, I got sponsored.
Wait a minute, it was a demo.
It was a demo,
but you skated in the demo.
I didn't really skate in the demo.
How'd you get
Or maybe I
sponsored then?
did. I don't know. I think I skated.
He was doing hand plants in the parking lot.
Yeah, is that Mike V? Is that, yeah. No, he was skating the vert ramp, and I was skating the vert ramp too. So I guess I did kind of skate the demo, but I think
barged it.
There was probably a time where it's like, all right, fucking
Oh yeah.
Huffy helmet kid, get the fuck out of here, or whatever. But like, I remember skating with them. I remember they did like the street demo too, and it was Steve Berard and who was it? Steve Berard and Jeff Rowley.
Oh wow.
But then Tony Hawk was skating too, and like. We were sitting on the deck, and Tony like pops up, and then my buddy was like, "Man, how long you been skating?" And he was like, at the time, he was like 20, 25 years or something. And then he drops in, and my buddy's like, "No wonder why he's so fucking good." 25 years.
Yeah.
And then now it's like everyone sucks usually after 25 years of skating. Like, there's a window, and then it just
just
dude,
declines.
It is so hard to skate now.
And he just starts hitting curbs.
I know.
Yeah.
What, the guy's been skating like 50 years now.
Yeah, he's
fucking
probably
killing
so
it.
good.
He's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, still
Dude's
is,
still
yeah.
900s.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that was our big demo and to do that and then then 17 started a team. We had VBSP going, and then the owner of 17th Street, Tom Brown, actually had space in his warehouse, so they built. When I say they, my dad got hired to build a private park for us.
So your dad's in construction as well?
No. He worked at a sandpaper plant at the time.
How did he get hired to build the...
He knows how to do shit.
Okay.
He's just one of those guys.
Knows everything.
Yeah. So he built it, and then like that lasted until my brother had like a kegger in there, and then it was all over. Something happened, and then it was. But at that point, when that was kind of all ending, and VBSP was kind of all ending, I was already like, I was in Europe for all the contests. And stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick flying kites, Tony Hawk, and then
17
Street.
And then how did you? I mean, you
started in '95.
I started skating in '95.
What year did you get sponsored?
95 or 90? Like
Really?
At the end of 95 or 96.
Wait a minute, you
Right
were
when you
skating
started.
for
Like 2 years almost.
a year.
Not even
What
a
is
year.
your math?
I know.
No, you said the end. I was just
95, and then the end of 95.
I think a year I was sponsored.
That's like 30 years, right?
How did you get sponsored so quickly?
I didn't do anything
What-
other than skating. That's all like everyone.
But that's some hell of a progression. Jesus Christ. And then now you're going to Europe?
Yeah.
How's it? Wait a minute, how old were you?
Oh, I was 15 when
Okay.
I first went to Europe, and Mike Peterson was supposed to be my chaperone, and It was crazy.
He's supposed to be your chaperone.
I mean, he was.
Yeah.
But he showed up with $7 to Europe. And then he had his per diem check, and he was like, "Oh, I just need to find a Bank of America." And I'm like, "We're in Europe."
You might find a Bank of Europe here.
So then what happened? He was like, "Oh, well, fuck, I got $7," and I was like, "Well, cool, I got 3." And then the next morning was the first contest, and I won $3,000, and he won $1,500. So we're like, "Oh, cool, we're rip the check up."
Fuck the per diem.
Yeah.
Well, who sent you out there?
15
years old. I couldn't be the skate shop.
No, at the point it was like Hurley.
Wow.
It was Hurley. it was those guys, which was great.
Wow.
So you had met Mike before that, though, right? Before you left?
Mike Peterson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I met him in 97.
Okay.
Oh, so you, okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like...
You just showed up. Like, hey,
there's a guy in Florida named Mike, and he's going too.
Damn, dude.
Cool. So we went, and then in hindsight, like we should have probably had another adult that was like a better adult.
Right. So you got sent out there with just no team manager or nothing. You just were like...
There was this thing where like Burnquist was supposed to look out for me.
Oh.
Maybe loosely.
Okay.
And because the Hurley team was there, but it wasn't like his job to like look over me. But at least I was amongst friends, I guess.
Sure.
If I had kids, I wouldn't do that.
Well,
now.
It's a different time now, right? But at that time, 15... But 15 going to Europe, you would think that, like, you know, parents' permission, all that shit.
Well, and it had something to do with World Cup skating, like Don Bostic. They had an eye on me too, and Duncan, and you know.
Okay.
It was funny. I remember like Duncan's like, "You should come to Europe. You know, it'll be great. It's a good time." And then the day I showed up and saw them, they had all just gotten in a fight, and like half of them had black eyes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what happens in Europe? This place seems dangerous."
Oh my god, you won $3,000.
Yeah, and then we went to the jewelry store.
That's wow.
We did because we figured like, well, look, we have more than we did, and then like Czech Republic's known for its gold. I don't think no.
Is it?
We heard that from somebody, and then so I got like a 24 karat gold necklace, and then a matching. What do you call that?
Like a bracelet.
Sure. And then Peterson didn't have as much money, so he got all silver.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you got the gold. You go to the baller.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense because I didn't win the contest. I got second. But I mean, yeah. But I had more money, so I got the gold and then the silver. So we showed up in Lausanne, the next one, which is where all hit.
No money, just gold chains.
Yeah, like look what we did last weekend. We were the worst. We were so stupid.
Surprised you didn't get like a pinky ring or something.
At one point. Well, it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
So you came. So Hurley sent you out there,
and Chapman. Like,
Chapman.
You know, like there was.
Chapman was your first board sponsor.
No, the first they gave me a pro board. I rode for Think when I was in middle school.
Oh.
Okay.
So 17th was your first sponsor of the shop.
Board shop.
So that was like in 90. Okay, let's just say that was 96, right? So that was like 6th grade. And then 7th grade, I rode for Think and Venture.
Okay.
I had a sponsor me tape. And it was
you sponsored me tape.
It was Vert. It was Vert.
Flowed by Think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
4 boards a month.
Oh, wow. It's not bad.
I remember when I quit. I quit for a company called Eastwood, which was like probably not the best thing to do, or whatever. But it was like my butt.
Local.
Yeah. Totally like homies.
Gotcha.
Virginia Beach guys. Like, you know, it was awesome.
But you're quitting. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
Just before I tell any of these stories, keep in mind I was an idiot. Like, just before we get like, you're like, why would we?
It was on my mind, but you said it though. But go ahead.
So, but we sent the boards back. My dad was like, "Hey, we should." The last Think package, we didn't need it, right? Okay. So then my dad sent it back, and Greg Carroll thought that was awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it was awesome, but it wasn't my I guess I didn't care either way, but it wasn't my my foresight to go like, this is a good gesture, and you'll be known as a nice guy,
right?
But I think that was pretty cool.
They respected it.
I think it was respected. Then I was on Eastwood.
Okay.
And then that lasted for a little bit, and it was fun.
Gotcha.
And then, that led up to like the Tampa stuff.
You won Tampa Am. Mm-hmm. The next year you won Tampa Pro.
Yeah. But I think it was like, but I didn't have a board sponsor.
Eastwood.
No, I think Eastwood had already ended. And I think by the time that Tampa was going on, I didn't have a board sponsor that weekend. Tampa Am.
Was that your first time skating it too?
No, it was the second or third. I got 14th, 13th, first.
That's like 2000, right?
Huh?
2000?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I mean, I don't know. Nowadays, do kids need a board sponsor to enter Tampa Am? I don't think you do.
I don't know, but back then it was like kind of a thing where it's like, who's this?
Yeah,
right.
Wait,
skating for nobody.
Skating for, dipshit, whatever.
Well, we were talking, like, I was trying to find your runs.
They didn't do it.
No,
they didn't. They wouldn't put me in there.
So you won, and the edit, like on 4-1, just you had no footage.
Those fuckers.
Really?
I was so mad. It made me so, I was sad.
They're probably like,
I wasn't
who is
mad.
this kid? And no one was filming you.
Oh.
Yeah.
They didn't expect you to win.
I've asked Ortiz and, who was filming it?
Probably
Clairval or Clairval maybe? Or
it might have been Clairval.
Okay.
But
What did they say?
Someone was like, "Oh, that was someone else." They would just pass the buck. Like, it's like you guys didn't
Maybe-
want to film me. I
maybe-
get it. I get it, but it sucked. So when I won Tampa, and we didn't stay for the results. My dad's like Clark Griswold. Let's
get in the station wagon.
Yeah. Like, well, we gotta go though. It doesn't matter. And then,
How did you find
Long
out?
drive back to Virginia.
Yeah, when we flew home, we didn't drive. We flew.
Okay.
And then when we got home, my dad's like, "You won."
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
I'm like, "You motherfucker." Okay, let's go to school in the morning. And then I went to school and we were at the lockers. And then my buddies they're like, "Who won?" I was like, "Me." And I couldn't believe it. And I kind of thought it was a joke because I wasn't even there when it happened. And I was like,
You weren't even there.
Yeah,
how did you get the trophy? No, that's pro. Or is it?
yeah, they packed it up and sent it.
Oh, they sent it to you.
Yeah.
That's funny because everybody sticks around and then they announce it and they do the champagne, all that
Well,
stuff.
now it's
I
like
would have loved
immediate.
it. I would have loved that.
yeah.
Yeah. Kyle Berard?
Yeah.
Kyle Berard.
Yeah, and
he
I'm
left.
in a middle seat on Southwest on the way home.
You might be the only person that's ever done that ever.
You had no idea.
Great. what a fucking...
It didn't even cross your mind that you would have even placed. Or did it?
Well, I was in the finals, so I figured like the worst I could have got is 10th, and that would even have been cool. And then I won, and my dad took me home.
It's amazing. Return the station wagon to the airport. Jumped on the plane.
Wait, did this happen both times?
No.
Oh, I thought like,
Wait a minute. So the next year, how do you enter Tampa Pro? For, Tampa
It
Am.
was months later.
No.
No, it wasn't. It was the next year.
It was the next year.
So you did Tampa
Because it used to
Am-
be January, March. At March, I was like, who knows what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything cool, probably.
But wait a minute. Were you pro when you entered Tampa Pro?
It was a real, it's like, do you remember, like, you can't enter a pro contest if you're an AM, or you can't take the money if you win. I had that kind of status going on for that year, because I would, like, I entered the X Trials.
Okay.
Which I got into the X Games or whatever, but I was, like, technically an amateur until I turned pro, it was May of that year. The first pro contest I entered as a pro was Slam City Jam.
And you were pro for who?
Chapman and Hurley.
Oh, gotcha.
And I got like 68th place. It sucked. I was like, this sucks. The coolest thing was like Mike V beat everyone up that year.
That's amazing.
That was like
the highlight.
Do you remember the cameras that had the screen, like the dad cam? Like,
sure.
Yeah, my dad filmed Mike V beating up like.
You have home
footage?
You have home movies.
Who knows what happened to that camera? It's over. But like, it was the year. You guys remember like Arto ollied the pyramid and like he had like a heart palpitation and passed out in midair.
What?
oh no, I never heard
I don't
that.
remember that.
Am I making that up?
I don't remember that.
Is it on Dad Cam?
It's just on dad cam.
Wow.
Damn.
Never even heard of that.
We should call somebody.
So we should
Yeah.
fact check that.
She would call someone.
That's crazy,
I don't
though.
have anyone's number. That
Arto.
Wait a minute. So,
anyway, so he was on the ground, and then there was all this, the medics come in
Sure.
or whatever, and then Mike V comes in, and then all of a sudden,
oh, brawl.
and then I seen my dad just like loving it, like he was getting like, oh, skate contest and a wrestling match. I love skating.
Guys like Beagle, like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Hijinks.
So you win Tampa Am, and then the next year pro for Chapman. Or you were kind of saying there was like a weird fine line.
I guess that was.
Were you pro or were you not pro?
I think I was pro after Tampa Am.
After Tampa Am,
I was, but not in March. It wasn't till May. So then I waited to skate the next year.
I don't think anybody's ever done that before.
Probably.
You're probably who's won Tampa Am and then come back next year as a pro and won Tampa Pro.
You know, Kelly.
I don't think it's happening.
Just you.
Yeah. I don't think it's happening.
Or maybe fucking Felipe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's won a Tampa Pro.
Yeah.
I don't think Felipe.
Dude, there's so many people.
Maybe.
I know he won Tampa Am, but I don't think he won Tampa Pro. I'm pretty sure you're the only one.
I think he did.
You're the only one I think maybe to do both.
I've never heard it
think
before.
So.
Maybe Chris Cole.
I don't believe you.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've never heard it. I've never heard anything like that.
I hear the conversations there all the time.
Luan? No.
I don't know, dude.
I'm pretty
sure
you're
the only one in history.
You're just saying that.
I'll take it. Yeah. It's not true though. I think there's a couple people that have done it.
Really? We'll have to look into that. I don't know.
Maybe
I've never even heard of that.
No, I think Felipe.
It's funny because people are like, dude, you won, Tampa Am and Tampa Pro. What happens, And you're like, well, then you just judge it.
That's the next step.
You don't get anything.
But you won money at the pro one though, right?
Yeah, but my money's long gone.
How much did you win for that one though?
When I won Tampa Pro?
Yeah.
$5,000.
$5,000. Huh.
That's kind of okay.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
No, it's great. It's
That's
great.
true. Wow. So Tampa Am, Tampa Pro.
And then
crazy.
That
must have been huge.
We can
though.
go ahead and wrap it up, guys, because that was pretty much it.
Thanks for coming, Kelly. Go grab him a shirt.
Yeah, I got you.
No, but seriously
I want
though,
a mug.
that's amazing.
And a candle.
But Tampa Am, even Tampa Am, it's a big deal.
Couldn't imagine.
It's a big deal.
Could not imagine.
Wait a minute. You went from Chapman to World Industries. Is that right? How did you?
There was a long. I guess it seemed long at the time, but there was a
grace period.
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Huh. How did you get on World? What era of World Industries was this? Who was on the team?
Not the shittiest.
Okay.
Is that where we're going?
No, I'm just wondering who was on the team.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, we're the shitty world.
Oh, did you?
But I don't think we.
I don't think you were the worst of it.
Okay, who was the worst?
You say. I don't know.
Who was on the team?
Mike Peterson.
Okay.
Oh God, Chad Barty, Duffy was on. We got Duffy on when Legacy. We didn't get Duffy on or whatever. Duffy got on, and we were like, yeah, like we're gonna get you on, Duffy. We know.
Legacy ended, and then he swapped over to World.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And Tom Kern was the team manager.
Oh, Tom Kern.
Yeah.
Was Chad Fernandez on at that point?
No, he wasn't. But I used to kind of go on globe trips with because Peterson would go, and I would just go, hey, I'm coming too. Which is weird now thinking about it. Like,
who were you getting shoes from?
I was pro for Reef. I was.
Yes.
I was.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Or worse and worse.
You skated for Reef shoes.
Yep. The Butcher. Remember the Butcher shoe?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. The Butcher was on him sick. It wasn't sick. Mike Sinclair was the team manager.
That's cool.
He fired me.
Yeah, right.
Well, he had to.
Why?
I just wasn't doing good.
This guy's wasting all my money.
Yeah.
Did you know Rodrigo TX was going to be on Reef?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then anyway, he got on S.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
Burnquist
I think he
put a
was
halt
like,
to that.
Don't do what Kyle did.
He used you as an example.
Yeah. I'll tell you a story.
Sure. Let's hear it.
Whatever.
We won't tell anyone, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah, there's only
okay. So there was a
couple
time,
100,000 people watching.
That many? Oh, shit.
We'll see.
By now they're
They've already tuned out.
It's like my mom. So I was doing good in contests, and I didn't want to be a contest guy.
But you were.
But I didn't have a choice. I was good at.
That's where the money is, though, too.
It was like I could be a part of the show. I remember like with my Alex and Justin and all my buddies like in high school we would watch or in middle school I guess it was the Europe videos. 401 had the Europe videos. And I'm like, dude,
Europe 97.
Oh my God. I'm like, there's trees on the course. Remember that?
Sick.
And I was like, and Mike V's like doing like the real life Street Fighter bonus round. He's beating the shit out of a car. This is fucking awesome. Yeah. Why is he doing that? But I want to see it in real life.
I think he took a tree and like threw it or something.
He dismantled courses, and I'm like, I loved it, and I didn't know why, But and then I was like, I want to go there. And then in 2000, I was there. And everyone had black eyes, and I was like,
well, those Europe contests were huge, though.
Yeah, it was great.
Big.
It was great, but there was no other path for me to get there. When I didn't do it on, I did it on purpose, I guess, but like I wasn't killing it out in the streets, and it wasn't like
you weren't filming parts or anything. Like
God, no, I still haven't. I don't think it's done.
I've seen parts.
It's not. No, you haven't.
You had like an elfin part.
God,
I've seen it.
But whatever. So. So that was my way in, right?
Gotcha.
And like with World Cup and stuff, like letting me into the X trials and stuff like that, it sort of just happened.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden we were like, my dad helped out a lot. He helped. We traveled on the East Coast and all this stuff. We skated. I skated contests. He took off work, and it was cool.
Amazing.
Didn't you and your dad have a skate shop?
We did. We did. Yeah. Cardinal. Yeah. It's still there.
Is it?
My buddy Jason runs it.
You sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because when you moved out here, you sold it.
It's a story.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're on the contest right now. We'll get back to that.
There's plenty of stuff. So yeah, that was like my way in, but it wasn't like my master plan to get it. I'm gonna be a contest guy and stuff.
Sure.
Like, when I won Tampa Pro, I was like, these guys are gonna fucking hate me. Like Costin got third. Obviously Costin's like the best.
Oh, like you beat them.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just want to be their buddies. Yeah. And now I'm this fucking asshole kid that beats them and takes their money. Like I didn't want to be that kid.
Okay.
And I wasn't that kid for long. It was like those 2 or 3 contests, and then I started sucking.
But that's in your own mind though. They don't think that though.
But like going to Europe and everything like that, I was like, this is my dream come true. And these dudes probably, I don't know what they're thinking, but it doesn't matter. We're here and we're having a good time.
Right.
So that was it. But anyway, this is what I was going to get at. I did good in a contest. And, I think it was Ian Deacon or Jeremy Fox. One of the two came up to me like, hey, you're riding for all these dipshit company. He didn't say that, but it was just like, but that's how I knew what I saw him coming, and I'm like, I know what I ride for is not that cool. And like, you can do better. Let's fly you out. Let's put you on. Let's see if you can get on flip.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. And then we flew out, or I flew out
to LA. Yeah.
And stayed with Jeff Rowley.
Wow.
Terrified. And it was like right when his shoe came out. And I was just like, oh, and I'm like 15 and a half. And it's like Bastion and Appleyard and God, I want to say Andrew Gordon.
Oh yeah,
maybe like it was around that time, right? And then like we would get in the van every day with Templeton and Sumner and God, everyone. And
crazy.
I'm just going, oh man, this is too fast.
Yeah, that's like the Huntington Beach crew, right?
Yeah, it was all that, and then I just got thrown into it. I remember like Jeff's house, like there was nothing in it. I don't know if he had just moved there or something, and it's like opening the fridge, and there was just like water and like a couple slices of bread, and I'm like where's the beefaroni? Like where's this guy's
where's the deer meat?
Yeah, where's this guy's stuff? Like
Wow.
And he was very nice, and everyone was very nice to me, but I was freaked out.
Were you?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And then they took me to like Hollywood High, and they were like, and they were lighting it up. I'm like, what are we doing, guys? And they're like, well, here it is, and it's like, and then Bastion's like jumping, and I'm like,
Oh, so you were like, was he on the team at that point already?
I think so. Well, it was like they were filming Sorry.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, sorry, not doing that. I told him, I'm like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know where you've seen me do that.
But now you're there, you feel pressured because they flew you out and you're staying at Rolly's house.
I remember like Appleyard going, you're not like front board, or I'm like, no, why? He's like, why? Look at that thing.
Right.
I was like, I do that. I do this. I'm this guy,
Yeah.
So then at the end of the trip, Jeremy was like, hey, we're going to just put you on Richta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I was like, that's great. Get me out of here. This is freaking me out. And then around the same time, I had an offer from Vans for like $1,200 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Would have been pretty smart to take that one, right? So then
we're talking about 15 and a half, 16 years old right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then what happened is 1 week I'm like maybe going to be on flipping vans, and then I get home and I'm on Chapman and Reef. and I'm like, fuck. Like,
what happened with vans?
I told them no.
Why?
Wait.
He prefaced it. Yeah.
Wait, so what did Reef offer you? They have to,
like $2,500 a month or something.
Okay, so the money was better at
the
Reef.
money was there.
And who knew that Reef wasn't going to be? I mean,
well, obviously I didn't. I thought it was going to be the coolest thing that ever happened to feet.
And now he's wearing a Vans hat.
And now I'm wearing a Vans hat, which I bought. No, I got it for free.
Oh my god.
So yeah, and that's the whole. And we can wrap it up.
And then how did World Industries come in the picture?
That was a while. That was
a couple years later.
Yeah, a couple years later. Which we can, I was in a car accident. Stuff.
Oh wow.
Really bad.
What happened?
A lot. We'll skip it for right now.
Okay.
But then I had to go to college when I didn't have to. I realized I should.
Okay.
Or whatever. Get smarter somehow. Or do something.
Because right now you're on Reef and World. So you gotta
figure it
Yo,
out.
wisen up, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Like I made those mistakes. Like Vans, I said no. I gotta go to college or something. Get smart for the next time that comes up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because that comes up, often. But I didn't skate for a living for like a year or two.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was cool.
You liked it.
It was actually the best time of my skateboarding because if you think about it, I turned pro when I was 15.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I was an idiot. So it was like, and I didn't ever have that time frame
to develop
of just being a person and skating.
Right.
Like all my buddies, Coots and all them, they were like, I remember coming home from summer and I was like, yeah, I bought all this gold and
chains
yeah, and it's like I made 10 grand and like they had like a homie video like or whatever. I mean, I'm in their homie videos,
sure.
like our homie videos.
Yeah.
But like they filmed them over the summer in like the shittiest Virginia Beach spots, and I just wish that I was there. You know what I mean? Like, like
you're saying you kind of missed out on your kind of childhood.
I feel that way. Like the 10th to 12th grade, like I was like a pro. Like where's the Washington Post thing? That
oh right right here
that thing that was it.
I'm gonna pull this up.
Yeah, what is it? Oh, you got on the cover of the Washington Post. What is this?
Yeah.
For what?
Just being a cool
This
ass
is
dude,
the coolest photo ever,
Stop.
dude.
You stop it.
Yeah, what is that? What is that for? Why did they do it? Why did they do an article on you?
Because
you were killing it.
I was killing it.
Killing it shirtless.
You were,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, well,
they're like, this guy's on Reef and World Industries. Like, we need this guy on the.
This guy just turned down Vans for Reef. Let's get him on.
What was the article, or was there an article? In there?
It was like an
interview.
I think 17 or 20 page thing in that. Wow. But if you look at the other story, Virginia's vanishing barns. Fuck.
Top story.
Yeah,
dude.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So anyway. So like that was like my life at that point.
Gotcha.
Which
everything's moving too fast. You're just kind of
the whole deal.
It's like you don't even have time to think.
No. So the thing with going to school, the college thing was my buddies we all kind of just moved down to Florida, and I lived with Peterson for 6 months.
Okay.
And then I went to school because I had another surgery from the car accident. So I just went to school, and I didn't really have a paying sponsor. So I would win my tuition money. So
you would go enter contests and go, wow.
Yeah. So that's how I got on World, because then I started showing up to places again. There was the one in Oceanside, the Triple Crown. I got second. I won 12 grand.
Crazy.
And I was like, cool, I can go to school for another semester, and I'm going to go to Walmart and buy their best go-kart. and that's exactly what I did.
Why you want a go-kart?
Why not? But that's what I did.
Okay.
So we were just...
It matches gold chains.
Yeah,
got gold.
Kenny Powers when he's on out in the lake by himself.
Water skiing.
That was me.
In your go-kart.
Yeah.
Wow. Where were you? We're just going around town?
Yeah, on the beach. We rented a house on the beach when we were going to school, so we just...
You must have got some babes in that thing.
A couple babes.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Were you wearing a helmet?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. So that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so
you're winning contests.
So then Tom Curran was like, there was one in it was always like at that point Triple Crown was the thing that was going.
Sure, okay.
And there was one in Cleveland, and after that one I got second again. So then I was like, okay, like another semester. Don't need the go-kart, but
right.
Not another go-kart. It'd be insane.
So you got the gold chains?
The gold chains, they had probably been pawned.
Okay. At some point in time.
Oh, yeah.
What a career.
You're telling me. Bud. and then I got on World.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened with the car accident? Because that seems like a very
it was gnarly.
Were you driving?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It gets gnarly.
You broke your leg.
Yeah, and a lot. Like you see, like my hands all fucked up, like it's all cut up and stuff.
Yeah.
That's from going through the windshield or whatever.
Oh.
Well, I didn't go through the windshield. The windshield came to me, and then I was stuck in the engine.
Seriously.
Mm. So,
how old were you?
It was the same time.
16.
So it was a week after September 11th.
Oh wow.
September 11th, 2001. So
okay.
I had won Tampa Pro, and I had done a bunch of stuff that summer, right? I think I was in the X Games was like the next year. Anyway,
yeah,
it's all kind of hazy or whatever.
Sure.
So going to a skate park on a Sunday morning, and a lot of people think that like people know that I had like drinking years and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So were you drunk when you were driving? I was like, no, this was before. I started drinking after this. Okay. So going around a corner. Shot around.
What kind of car were you driving?
Fucking BMW, a lower BMW. I was such an idiot.
Really? Wow. Gold chains, go-kart, BMW.
Such an asshole.
Okay. Lowered.
I'm cool now.
Okay, you're going around a corner.
Yeah, and
in
just
the BMW.
and then just started fishtailing and then overcorrected and then hit an F350.
Oh my god!
With a horse trailer.
Oh shit!
We got smoked.
Was there people in the car with you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, you want to hear the whole thing?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So, okay, so we saw it coming, and it's like this thing that you can't unsee.
Slow motion.
Yeah, I was going like 45, and that truck was probably going about 50, and we did head on. So and there was nowhere to go. It just was happening.
And it's got some weight behind it too.
Yeah. So we hit it, and it just was like everyone. I woke up later, right? So I woke up in the car, and I was like, you don't know anything.
You're discombobulated.
You don't know anything. And
right.
I'm like, and the windshield was gone. The steering wheel was like here,
over on your left shoulder.
Yeah. So like my shoulders were pinned between like the steering wheel and like the console.
Okay.
And my legs were like getting hot because it was like we were pushed.
You were pushed into the engine block pretty much.
Yeah. And so was my buddy John.
Your chest was where the stereo is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the car was
mangled.
Yeah. And I remember like being like, so the windshield was out, but I remember like for some reason like pulling this down and like looking at my face, to see what
the visor
to see what was there, and it was just it was like
it was
blood
everywhere,
just too much blood.
At this point in time, you woke up. How long do you think you were out for? After like a minute,
5 minutes, probably, or something like that.
So were there people?
I
assume the people in the truck were fine.
No.
Oh really?
No one was good. No one was good.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a big truck. That's why I assumed.
Yeah. And I had never met those people, and I still haven't. But I heard one was life flighted.
Wow.
Yeah, and there was like maybe a traumatic brain injury on that side. Wow. But we had a traumatic brain injury in our car.
Oh,
like one of my best buds, John, he the post hit him in the head. So we went around the corner, and we both had the same thing that happened to our leg. Like my leg was that way. Oh. And it was broken at my femur.
Oh, fuck.
So, and turned out to the side.
Yeah, but so I was in the engine and my leg was still on the seat kind of thing.
Oh, my God.
Out the window.
Yeah, kind of. Like, if you know what I mean?
Wow.
So like I'm sitting there and then you just kind of have to like, you got to figure out.
You got to wait.
You got to know. So, and then I could move this much.
inches.
Yeah, like, and I was like, and everything hurt. And then you hear people like, this one guy goes, "Oh my God, it's leaking gas. You guys got to get out.
Oh no,
you guys are gonna catch on fire."
Geez.
And I'm going,
I can't move.
Can't move.
I'll be right there, bud. You know,
Dude.
like, yeah, it was gnarly.
Holy shit.
So and then I realized what's happening around me. You know what I mean? We had like bucket seats, you know, and like there was pools of blood. Like the whole car was just a big pool of blood, and I'm like, so then I look at my buddy John, and he's older. He's like 27 at the time. So he was like the guy. He's one of the guys I looked up to.
Okay,
you know, as like my skate buddy, like my older skate buddy. Like my brothers skated for a little bit, but they didn't really. So I didn't have. I mean, I had like the Virginia Beach skateboarding crew. I mean, they're forever in my heart. Like I love them forever. Right. But like he was like my guy that like, hey, you want to go skate?
Yeah.
I'll drive. You know what I mean? So now I had my license. And now I'm driving, and then this happened. So it was like, anyway. So he was worse off. He was split real bad, and he was like, I want to say like going in and out of. He was consciousness. He was dying.
Wow.
He was dying.
Wow.
And we sat there and had to watch that.
Oh my gosh.
And his brother was in the seat behind me. And he broke all of his ribs.
Okay.
But he got out. So he was the only one that could get out of the car. And then we had this other guy here, and he was whatever he had broke his arm or something, but something was bleeding really bad. So he was the whole back seat.
So he's like hemorrhaging blood.
Yeah, and he was like, you know, it's just when people get hurt really bad and they start making weird noises and stuff. There's a lot of weird noise. It's traumatic shit, right? So it just continues to get worse, right? So then the fire department comes and they can't get us out of the car. Like
got to use the jaws of life.
They had jaws of life, the big saw, all that shit, and it's like right next to me. And there's a point where, they cut all my clothes off.
Sure.
Nude.
Yeah.
Like in front of like 20 or 30 people being like 15
But that's
or
the
16.
worst of your, that's like nothing compared to what
You're
going
not
through,
even,
right.
yeah.
But kinda. it's like you're naked.
Little insecurities.
Yeah, it sucks. You're like,
Just tricky dink.
you're totally, you're sketched. You're just like, you're bleeding and it's just
a lot going on.
The leg too.
You're
lot
fucked.
going on.
You're fucked, right?
Yeah.
So then there's at one point where they're realizing that they need to get John out.
Yeah.
And because he's
worse off.
He's dying.
Yeah.
He's dying. And they put a sheet over me. I thought I was in a body bag for a minute. Because I just didn't.
You're like, hey, I'm still
at this point,
alive.
I didn't know, and I was saying that, you know. And they were pulling him out, and they were trying to pull him out, and they were trying to get leverage. And the dude, and one of the firefighters, I mean, didn't mean to do it, but he was stepping on my face. And doing this. So then I was like, well, I must be dead because he's like, he's using my face to fucking try to save my buddy's life.
Oh my God.
And I'm just going, ow. You know what I mean? It was awful.
Could you say anything at this point? Like, could you?
Yeah, I was like, hey, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm good. But I was terrible. I was pretty bad off too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they just stopped working on him for a minute because it was like, man, we can't get him out or whatever. So then they were like, well, let's get this dude out. And then they opened took my sheet off. I was like, oh, must be alive
still here, right? Yeah.
Jeez.
So then they did this thing where they grabbed me like this, and they're like, all right, dude, just scream. Like, whatever.
This is going to hurt.
Yeah. And they pulled me out of the car, and my leg just like,
Ooh.
dropped from here.
Yeah.
And then just full screaming, naked, bleeding.
Oh my God, dude.
Wow. It was so bad. And then the story goes on for a while.
Did
you guys have long shows, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Did they get
We'll
you?
get back to funny shit. I promise, Kel.
This is.
I promise.
Okay, it's cool.
Did they get you out of there? Put you in an ambulance?
Yeah, so I was in an ambulance, and it was like a 45-minute ride. And they're like, "Can you move your toes?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Am I moving them?" And they're like, "Yeah, we don't know how." So this is where it gets like gnarlier, right?
Okay.
So we wrecked on the eastern shore of Virginia, on the line between Virginia and Maryland, because there was this skate park called Exodus.
Okay.
Do you know Dave J that works at Transworld?
Dave J.
I'm pretty sure he worked there. Anyway, so
Was it Exodus a skate shop too?
Yeah, skate park, skate shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We wrecked on like this drug trafficking road, and I was 16 and I was in a BMW.
Oh.
And the people that we hit, their parents or their dad was a fucking sheriff or a cop of the county that we were in.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to all of us.
Sure.
Right. So, but we start picking up on it. Like when I get to the hospital, the cops are like grilling me.
Questioning you.
Yeah, like, what do you have in the trunk? Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. They were being really mean.
Wow.
Fucking use the jaws of life and get in there and find out.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was
skateboards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it was like, I was like, hey, no, that's not what it is. We're going to skate. Like, I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So then they were being dickheads, and then I remember like the cop going, "Hey, how old was your buddy?" As if he died.
Oh god.
And I'm like, so I'm going in the thing going, "Oh, I just killed like one of my best friends." You know what I mean?
Wow.
So then we get into the hospital. And then I feel terrible.
Sure.
Like, the worst, day of my life. And the cop that was the kid's dad is fucking best friends with the dude that's working on me.
Okay.
So I get onto this hospital bed, and this fucking asshole comes in. And he's like, I can't wait for them to find them drugs in your car and fucking this and then going crazy. And I'm like, hey, man, like, I'm not. And he's like, and I was like, I'm a skateboarder. He's like, fuck yeah. Like, yeah, right. Blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm like, oh, dude, this dude's going to fuck with me.
Right.
And there was a lot going on where I was bleeding internally and shit. So they drove the catheter in your dick. You ever had that one?
No, I don't want to have it.
I've had it. But I was under. I was under when it happened.
Oh.
But you were awake when they pulled it out.
Yeah, I was.
Shit sucks. Yeah. I've had two. But anyway, the next one, the third one, I'm just going to kill me.
It's terrible.
Yeah, fucking don't.
Right.
So they need to operate.
Yeah, so
right
then,
away, probably.
Well, like they don't know what's happening. So they put the catheter in and it's just blood. So they're like, oh. So then they bring the guy in. Last rites or whatever, they bring the guy to tell you, like, the priest came in, and he's like,
to give you last rites.
Yeah, like
where is your family at this point?
4 hours south, and they don't know yet. It's not like I didn't put it on Instagram. This was back then.
You can't call them.
No one knew.
Okay.
No one knew at this point, and I knew that. And you think that the whole time, like, dude, they don't even know. And I'm like,
wow,
I'm getting this guy's here.
There's
the
nobody,
priest guy.
There's nobody there to support you and talk to these people.
And this guy. Right. So it gets gnarlier. So so the guy's like, I'm like, it comes time to fix my leg or to pull it back into place. So you know what they do? They do traction. So they drill a hole through your leg.
Oh wow.
And when it was starting, like when he was about to do it, he's like kind of like, he had the drill and everything like that, and he's like kind of like giving me a show, like kind of showing me what he's about to do. And I'm like, he goes, yeah, we're about to put your leg in traction. And I'm like, I was like, hey, just to let you know, like I can still feel everything. Like I don't know, like if you do like drugs or whatever,
like numbing up.
I shouldn't be like awake for this.
And he's
something.
just like, oh yeah, whatever, and just like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, hey, am I gonna feel this? And he looks at me and goes, you're goddamn right, you're gonna feel this.
What?
And he fucking drilled a hole through my leg, and that was it. That was the craziest thing that ever happened in my life. I was just,
you didn't pass out from the pain or anything. You were just awake for the whole thing.
I just was like, I screamed for a little bit, and then when it gets to your bone,
Sorry, how do you crazy. Like?
You can't feel your bone.
It
shakes your body, but you don't have any nerves in your bones, so it shakes for a minute, and then it poked out the other side.
In my mind, I'm thinking lawsuit.
Yeah. Now I think that.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
So when they get to the, your buddy obviously lives, right?
Yeah.
And what happens then with like the cop and everything with the drugs, and do they figure out like
no drugs?
Well, no, of course.
Yeah, but like
the guy's egging him
you?
on. Yeah, the guy's egging him on and the whole thing.
Yeah,
they just dropped it.
They
just
treated
like,
me.
Whatever.
They treated me that way, and they never gave me a ticket because I don't know if John, if he would have passed away, I would have been facing like vehicular manslaughter or something. Like that probably would have been the case.
But why were you speeding?
It's just young driver or whatever. But they didn't come to that conclusion.
Okay.
They just let it. They never gave me a ticket. They never gave me anything.
So nothing happened. I mean, a lot of stuff happened. I mean, but like
for like any repper.
Yeah, then like nothing happened to you after. Like your license was taken away or something like that, or
no repercussion.
No. For me, I could get out and drive. I didn't drive for a year though.
Sure, okay, sure.
But so when he drilled the hole, and I was in whatever, I stopped pissing blood, and everything started getting better. My aunt was down the street because she lived pretty close, and then she showed up in the emergency room, and then I told her what happened. She couldn't believe it, whatever. And then the next day, my parents got up there that night, and then we got a new doctor.
Okay, good.
And then we did the actual surgery, and things started kind of ironing out,
Wow.
But that wasn't it. So my buddy John was still in the car. He was in the car for an hour, 45 minutes or an hour.
Wow.
And they had to cut his shoe. His shoe had melted to the engine block, I think. So they had to cut. I think they might have got a little bit of the top of his foot, just like the skin,
Yeah.
But whatever. So then they had to life flight him, and they life flight him to Baltimore, and he was in a coma for I don't know 2 weeks or something.
Oh my god!
Brain swelling, all that stuff, like the whole thing, like. Yeah. And then so I got out of the hospital after a week, and then I had to start going to see him. Like we would go up to Baltimore and see him, and his family, they're the sweetest people. They're the nicest people in the world, including his brother that had to witness all this stuff too. This was awful. This was awful for everyone.
Yeah.
And but I remember something that stuck with me. That kind of his parents were pretty and are religious.
Okay.
And I think John left because he didn't want to be religious. You know what I mean? I think that like when he grew up, he kind of moved away from that.
Oh, okay.
And then when we were like, John was like, his feet were super swollen, and like just all this, it was just terrible. He was on his way out.
Wow.
And I had to go in there, like hobbled in there, and I was all fucked up. Like I had a bruise, like basically like from here to my foot.
Your whole side of your body,
was like black for a
crazy.
While. But like, I remember like being over the bed, and they go, "Don't worry, you didn't do this. Like, God did this because John wasn't living his life correctly."
Whoa, weird.
And then I was like, "Oh, like nothing matters at this point." And it's like that's ridiculous. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this guy was great, but being a 15 or 16-year-old kid, like I was like, "Oh, God sounds terrible."
God's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like in the and then John was in the hospital, I think, for maybe 80 days or something. Like I saw him have to learn how to brush his teeth again.
Oh my God.
That was it. Like that was my life for that. That was my senior year of high school.
Crazy.
And that's what was going on it was the first week of high school. It was the weekend after the Gravity Games. Wow. I remember that or whatever. So that the whole, anyway, like I'll just say this, like I don't like have ill will towards his family for dealing with the grief their way. At all.
Right.
But it fucked me up. Because I was like, well, God doesn't matter. Obviously, doctors are terrible people. Police are terrible people.
Yeah.
Can't trust adults anymore.
Wow.
Like, that weekend changed my life for the worst.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because of the way it made me think about
the way we treated
the world.
Well, you just had a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Then you're dealing with these adults around you that are literally trying to, the doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, guy should be... have his license taken away.
Yeah.
The way that he treated you,
But his life probably sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, probably.
If you do that.
Yeah. It sounds like a terrible dream, dude. It actually happened.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like some stuff like, I would be skating like sick. Like I had my first surgery and I skated like 6 months later, but I'd still be finding glass in the back of my head.
No way.
Like I had glass in my head for just little tiny bits
little shards
that they didn't get.
Huh.
So it was like a constant reminder of like
Yeah.
And then plus John never fully recovered. He had traumatic brain injury.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
gosh.
So
how do you cope with something like that at that age?
I didn't. I started drinking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that was it.
Wow.
Yeah. And I drank for 10 years. But the funny thing is when people ask like, oh, like what's your skate story, you know, it was like, you won Tampa Am and Tampa Pro, and then I was like, yeah, and then I've celebrated for 10 years.
Yeah,
right.
But that's not really what happened.
No, yeah, you say that a lot, but you don't ever mention that other part. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's a heavy story.
Yeah.
It's a total heavy story.
You can't just say to somebody, "Oh, I was in an accident," and all that. Like you, this is
tell a friend.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. So,
do you still see your friend, or are you still?
He lives. Everyone lives on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So
right.
I seldom do see them.
Okay.
But you see them Facebook and stuff, and
sure,
things are as good as they can be, or whatever. You know, life changes, but it progresses.
Wow. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, but then it was like, and then I was like, and I'm like on Reef,
still on. Okay.
Jeez.
No, but it was no. I'm trying to make Kelly laugh. Yeah. But it's like, but the thing is like having all that happen and then being 17 and going, all right, it's skateboarding. Skateboarding didn't matter anymore. It was just this stupid fucking thing.
Sure.
Because then every life hit so hard that like, I give a fuck about skating.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't care.
You're dealing with real life shit.
Yeah. So then like I'd go skate Tampa and stuff and do well.
Huh.
You know.
Wow.
But like drinking kind of worked. Drinking and skating worked until it didn't. Mm-hmm. Like I think I got like third in Tampa one year, and I was like 12 beers like in the finals.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it was just like this thing where the two things were
you were young, so
connected. The two things were connected. Skating and drinking were connected. Until I was 26, and then I quit drinking.
Quit drinking 26.
Yeah, had to.
Yeah.
Because like there at the ass end of like the drinking stuff, like I was going into the hospital like once a month for like convulsing and stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That bad?
How was because of alcohol? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. And
but I was hiding out in Virginia, so no one really knew.
Sure.
So I would still get like my monthly checks, whatever they would come from Lost or World or whatever.
Okay.
Or, you know what I mean? So like I could hide it or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't hide it with anyone I was drinking with. It's a party. But it was definitely like, you learn why you do stuff later.
At this point in time, 26, you're skating for what, Consolidated?
Yeah.
At this point?
Yeah.
But that's when you're like that video when you did the dancing, whatever you're
going bananas.
Yeah.
Going bananas.
Yeah, it was hammered. Hammered that whole time.
that is funny, and you did skate good, but it was funny.
I could have skated better.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
What song was that? It was fucking.
I was Jeff Lynne from ELO, so that was ELO. Don't Bring Me Down.
Don't Bring Me Down.
It was really. It was. I love the Consolidated family. Mm-hmm. Like I felt like that. Like all the sponsors I've had great times and stuff. But like Consolidated years, like because me and Peterson were back on a team together. And and then like Bagley and Karma and Alan. Those guys were like my heroes.
Sure.
You know, and they were a little bit older and we were like the new class. But it was almost like the same thing. Like I was like, wait a minute, we were the shitty World. Are we the shitty Consolidated? Like, God damn it.
Wow.
You know? But no, it was, they were great.
How did the Consolidated thing even come into picture?
Something with Peterson.
Oh, so you were...
Peterson left World. Or no, we all got fired.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
And then he got on Consolidated before I did. I was just kind of floating around.
Oh, you were for how long do you think you were floating around?
Maybe a year or something.
Okay. Huh.
I had a part in that Shotgun Thrasher video. That was supposed to be a World Industries part.
Oh.
And then when World ended, I just gave all my footage to Preston.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Peastone, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, I got on Consolidated.
How long did you skate for Consolidated for?
For a while, I think. 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I don't know.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
Good run.
It was fun.
Still on Reef at the time.
No, Reef. Reef was like out of business.
Sure.
Yeah. Vans is still going though. I heard they're still doing good.
They're doing pretty well.
I heard they're doing good. Yeah.
Huh. Who were you getting shoes from after Reef?
DVS.
Oh,
DVS.
Right.
Yeah, and they never fully put me on, but that was fun.
It's kind of like me. I was same thing. DVS. I was just getting whatever I wanted, pretty much, but never put me on the team.
They sent me 30 pairs of shoes one month.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
What did you do with 30? Or
I'd had them for like 5 years. Like,
do you sell stuff?
But no.
No,
but that's kind of how DVS was back then.
Yeah.
I mean, they were killing it. They were on fire. And they were just hey, whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
It was a big party.
Yeah. Well,
it was a big party.
Totally. I fit right in. It was awesome.
I mean, they have RVs.
Yeah.
Any toy.
Rado drove the RV.
Yeah. Any toy you could think of. Snowmobiles. I mean, they had everything.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Good years for them.
Yeah, it was great. And Consolidated was great. But like there was no money.
Sure.
Which is like, oh, wait. You know,
contests were over at this point, or were you still trying to?
I would sober up and like, okay, I really got to make money. So then I'd sober up for a couple weeks and then like get third or second or something, and make enough money, and then just blow it, and then have to, you know.
Is that how you got into the DIY stuff?
Oh, no. Well,
I figure at some point in time you're like, okay, I need to
get a job.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah. I got a job with Artisan Skateparks.
Mm-hmm. Artisan Skateparks.
On the East Coast.
Okay.
Andy Duck was the owner, or is the owner, it's still going. But they gave me a shot because I had grown up around those guys. Mm-hmm. They were a little bit older than me, but between Mark Waltney he was like the foreman.
Okay.
He taught me a lot. Obviously, you know, Andy, everyone did. The whole crew did. And then my buddy Country, we've been working together on and off for years now. He actually worked with Front Rock for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so to get back to it, like I think I was like 24 or something is when I started building parks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's like skating for a living without
skating.
All the cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard fucking work.
Did you even have any experience with DIY?
No,
no building experience?
No, anything. Nothing. I skated for a living.
Yeah.
When everyone started getting jobs, I was like, dude, I'm on the Washington Post. With no shirt on. Like, fuck you guys. I'm cool.
Wait, I heard something, and I don't know if this was actually real or a joke. It's Penthouse energy drinks?
Yeah.
Is that real?
It was not real.
Okay.
No. Wait, it was.
Oh, it was real.
I got 4 or 5 paychecks out of it.
For Penthouse energy drinks.
It did.
Did you ever taste it?
It got really, it hurts you would drink it and it would hurt your throat. Okay. like immediately.
How did you even come up, how did you get this deal?
It got so dark. And so it was like, I don't know.
It just popped in your lap.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, hey, we're going to fly you down to Orlando. Sure. Orlando. So then I went down there and I met these 2 people and they were like, yeah, we're licensing Penthouse. And
they licensed
and we got an energy drink and taste it. And I was like, oh, it's good. Or whatever. And then
how much is it paid?
Yeah. Right.
It was like $3,500 a month.
I mean, not bad.
It was great. I mean, I was making concrete wages at that point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was making $15 an hour.
Oh.
So I was like, plus 35, I might be able to do something. I'm
right.
back.
Sure.
and then they were like, it was so fucked. But then they were like, we want to do like I have an interview in a Penthouse.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
But they were like, for your interview, we're going to do this like photo shoot where like, we're going to get a couple like, you know, our models, like our nude models.
Yeah. Right.
And we're going to lay them down over like the Tampa Pyramid and you can do tricks over them. And I'm thinking like,
wow.
This is exactly what I wanted my entire life. It's come full circle. This is I knew if I just held on.
Yeah.
I fucking knew if I just...
Did you do the thing?
No.
No. It didn't happen?
Fuck no. They fired me. I tried to sue them.
What?
Yeah, it sucked.
What?
Well, because you had a contract with them.
Yeah, and they're just fucking...
One day.
Yeah, no naked flip tricks over the thing. Nothing. The next day it was like, I'm like... hello, where did everyone go?
Really?
And I had I had 2.5 years left on a contract.
Oh shit!
So then I'm like, I'm gonna sue them.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Nothing. I couldn't find them.
The licensing company probably went out of business.
Shell company.
Yeah. There's starting to be like a pattern of like I don't have good legal. Good legal.
Wait,
so Penthouse energy drinks was real. For a couple months.
As real as it could be.
Like it was selling in places? Like
I don't think it ever got there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because you would have had cases
I would have tons
at your house, bro.
Yeah.
So let's get back into so Consolidated, right? Skated for them for 6 years,
something like
7 years, something like that, right?
Sure.
That was drinking years. That was party.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Party Kyle.
What are some good names when you partied?
Brew Buddy.
Brew buddy.
The brew buddy.
The brew buddy.
Yeah, Duffy still calls me that.
The brew buddy's in the house.
The brew buddy.
Okay.
Brew buddy.
Yeah.
And then you went.
I like that.
And then you went from what happened with Consolidated because you went to Elephant after that.
Yeah.
What was the deal there?
I quit Consolidated.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
When I moved back out here, well, I quit drinking, sobered up or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna go out to California and give it another shot.
Okay. Oh, this was all in Virginia Beach. Your Consolidated years, you were living in Virginia Beach
and North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
I was working for Artisan. Mm-hmm. You know, I had a job.
Yeah.
We traveled a lot to do parks and stuff, and then so I made a little bit of. I was in skateboard purgatory.
Yeah, I gotcha.
For years,
yeah.
Everyone knows what that is.
Sure.
You know, like.
What do you mean?
Kelly
I don't know.
he's kind of in it, but he doesn't realize he's in it.
Oh, we should tell him.
Let me know. I want to know.
You don't make enough money to survive.
Oh, that used to. Yeah, I used to be there.
Now what?
Well, no, because
now I don't have any money.
Now he has too many jobs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, that's what happens.
Yeah, you get to a point where you're making a lot of money skating, and then life hits, and you're like, okay, what do I do now?
The skateboard career goes like this for all you kids out there. It does.
It dips, right.
You don't do this.
Very few people do that. They keep going up.
Nigel is the only one I feel like it's like.
Well, he's progressing as a skateboarder as well.
Yeah, but he's still on the.
Yeah, he's still
on the up and up.
But.
Well, I feel like
it will plateau.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like in skateboarding, there's literally a handful of skaters that make awesome money, buying houses and cars and this, but the rest of the skateboard industry is living paycheck to paycheck, paying their rent, buying groceries, getting some beer, whatever they need. You know, that's a skateboard industry.
Sure.
The handful, there's just a little handful of dudes that are just killing it.
The pizza never gets bigger, the slices get smaller.
There you go. Yes.
Yep.
Pizza. For old Kel over there.
So you had to get a job at Artisan.
Yeah.
And then you were building skate parks for a while. You quit Consolidated.
I moved out to. Okay, so the reason why, not the reason. I talked to Mumford. Mumford's a good buddy of mine. And I moved in with him when I came back out, and we were going to build a bowl at his house, and it ended up not happening.
Okay.
But I still moved out.
Gotcha.
And then Consolidated, like. I quit because I was maybe gonna get on a couple more companies. Like I think maybe like Blind.
Okay.
Weiss called me and said, "Man, Blind might work," and then Stereo and maybe
so there were maybe some options.
There was maybe like an Expedition or something. There was stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
There was stuff. Nothing was like solid or anything. And I was like, oh, maybe I can stay in purgatory.
Yeah. And coming to California was the best move.
Sure, why not, right? At this point, like I sobered up, I got away from all of my bar friends.
Okay.
It just everything changes when you quit. You change, so that means your surroundings change, and then I don't know. You realize like the best thing that you can do for your real friends is take care of yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you take care of yourself, then you can take care of them.
Yeah.
So get your shit straight, get yourself right, and then other things will kind of happen.
I like that.
It's not, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's like the hardest fucking thing in the world because you're like, what? My phone only rang at night.
To go party.
Yeah.
No one called me during the day.
Right.
Why? I was fucking on the couch.
They're all hard.
You know. But anyway, so I moved back out, and then Consolidated. Their don't do it stuff. That's
yeah.
But that's their thing. That's their thing. I get it.
Right.
I get it. And there's points to be made on both sides of that. How do I say this without? I love them to death, and I think that they're right on certain issues. But when you're trying to make money as a skateboarder, I wasn't making any money.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if you
like X Games contests, like that, those big that's kind of the don't do it mentality for them.
Right. And I was, and like we had the shop, we had Cardinal, and we were selling Nikes at the shop. And then I would get like emails from people like, fuck you, you're selling Nike. And I'm and I'm like, but Nike's keeping our store alive.
Yeah.
They don't realize. Yeah.
So I was caught in this conundrum, and then, so I quit and, just
on a whim
to do stuff differently.
Right. Okay.
You know, because I didn't want that to steer the path of where I was going next or whatever. I didn't, you know, maybe I was still kind of like thinking like, man, maybe I'll get another shoe sponsor. Maybe
Reef will come back.
Maybe Reef will come back.
Wow.
It's insane.
Wow, that would be great.
There's still a chance.
Fans might call.
Was it hard to do that? To break up with Consolidated?
Yeah.
Who'd you call Birdo? Is that what you called?
I think I talked to Letitia.
Just let her know.
Yeah, and she cried.
Well, it's a 7-year relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, and the way I'm kind of explaining it like is not very good, and that's exactly how I quit too. Okay. You know, I was like, oh,
there's a bowl, Mumford, in California. And I think it's the right move, and
okay. So it happened, and then I didn't get on anyone after that either.
Nothing panned out
until Elephant,
right?
Which was great, which was cool.
Yeah.
Which was Mike V, the guy that, you know, back in the day, he's beating the shit out of the car.
Yeah.
Pops is filming it, loving it.
Yeah. I'm like, this, you know.
It's amazing.
So it worked. And I had rode for Excel Wheels, so like I had known Mike, and we've done demos together and stuff like that.
Okay.
Rothmeyer was the team manager.
Sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
Sick.
Huh. How long was that? How long did Elephant last for?
Until Mike quit.
Okay. I could see, yeah.
But whatever, he had his reasons.
Sure.
But we were still on. And I was like,
this is weird.
Yeah. And
what was it, like 2-3 years maybe?
Yeah, maybe 2 years or something.
Okay.
I got a couple boards.
Okay.
I filmed a little part.
Sick.
It was whatever. The part was whatever. Okay. The experience was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, because it was with like Jason Adams, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah. You know, Markovich was on, and Markovich was when the Element videos were out, like the, you know, the ones he killed him in.
Yeah.
And I was like younger, and I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone on the team was awesome, but then Mike quit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. And then I remember I called Jason and I was like, hey, are you gonna try to be a pro skater anymore?
You asked the team manager.
Yeah. The kid. I asked the kid.
Oh, Adams.
Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you meant Rothmeyer.
No, Rothmeyer was a team manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought you called Rothmeyer.
No. No, I called the kid.
Okay.
And I was like, you want to be a pro skater anymore? And he's like, and I was like, because I'm not. I'm over it.
You're done.
Yeah, I was like, it's fine. I'm gonna go to work.
And what did you do for work?
Well, I didn't know what I was gonna do when I said that. I said it.
Because Artisan was East Coast.
Yeah,
and still helping them, or?
Yeah, every once in a while, I went to Sweden and worked on a park for 2 or 3 months.
Oh, so you still were working with them?
Yeah,
occasionally.
Right, exactly. So I had that, and I always appreciated that I could, hey, throw me on a park or whatever.
Little money.
Lost was still paying me.
Oh, Lost Clothing.
Oh, yeah, how did you get on Lost?
Chad Shetler, like the team manager, and Duffy was on, and I had known Chad for a long time. At the end there, they gave me a raise.
I love that. At the end, they gave me a raise.
On accident.
And you're not saying anything about it.
I've never told anyone. But then that
my check's bigger this month.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
And then Duffy figured it out, and then it was like,
oh no.
Yeah.
So what? Do you know what happened with that? Do you know why?
With the money, it stopped.
It got lost in the mail.
Yeah, it did.
Checks got lost.
Yeah. So whatever. I fluked another, $1,000 a month for a little bit.
So now you're still living with Mumford?
For the most part, I think I moved a couple of times. Me and my now wife, girlfriend, we met there through mutual friend, and so. Yeah, so then we moved in together.
Gotcha.
Wifey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she calls you bro.
She does call me bro.
Bro.
It's insane.
Wow. Do you ever call her dude?
Yeah, no, I call her bro back.
Okay, bro.
Just keep it real light. It's
we were FaceTiming him, like we were in Rio, and he answers like, so what's up, bro?
Yeah, she sounds amazing.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
It's amazing.
She's funny. No, she's great.
And then, so Front Rock, how did that even come into the picture? I mean, it's your business. You build these backyard, amazing, like, they're kind of skate parkish, but they're more like landscaping. And it's funny because I just ran across your Instagram the Front Rock Instagram randomly on the Explore page or something. And I was like, this shit is like beautiful. And I followed it right away, not even knowing that it was your company.
Yeah.
It's incredible shit that you do.
Cool.
Love it.
Sick.
I want one. I don't even have a house and I want one.
Well, once
I want
you get
something.
a house, we'll get you one.
No, this is like we have a rendering of some stuff that you do up here, and I'm sure if they go to your guys' Instagrams, you'll see you've done like Theotis's backyard, and you just do really cool. Like it's almost like it belongs in somebody's backyard. It's not like a skate park.
I try to do that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
How did you even come up with that idea? I mean, you've already been in the business,
so I don't know. I wanted to start something smaller, and I didn't want to travel. And not to say that I don't travel for the job, but 90% of our work is in California.
Yeah.
You know, and that because
it's kind of a California thing.
Totally,
you couldn't do it on the East Coast.
Wouldn't in Virginia.
You wouldn't work.
Like what do you?
Yeah,
it could work, but
no,
35 grand for. It's kind of a California, like maybe more well-off people
should be. Yeah, I mean,
are hiring you.
It's we have the full spectrum of clients. We have people that like. They'll
skaters that are
direct message like DM me like, hey, can you build a quarter pipe? And I'm like, well, look, it'll be we'll just day rate it. Give me a day rate. Me and my helper, we'll put a small crew together.
Sick.
We'll do it over the weekend, and then they're shredding on Monday.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then there's like we've done 6-figure jobs.
Crazy.
Yeah, that like they're scary.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Scary to do. There's a lot of money, like when you have other people's money, and then you're like, you gotta like trust yourself to.
What was the biggest job you ever did?
There's one in down in San Diego that we did. It was like 5,000 square feet.
Oh wow!
At multi-million-dollar home, and
was it for the kid? Was it for their son or daughter?
Yeah, they have 4 kids.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then we built them a skate park, like a full-size skate.
Wow.
Pretty much. I mean, not like the biggest skate park in the world. But they had 4 acres, and we built way down in it's a job.
Wow, is that on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
And it's we call it the guitar bowl because when we actually really drew it out, it looked like a dick. It looked like a dick and balls, and it's like you can't go to the client and go, hey, look, there's this $140,000 dick.
Made some adjustments.
Yeah, it's like, let's call it guitar bowl. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's great. It's a great place. And
can you make it bigger?
Yeah. They were great clients.
It's amazing. So full spectrum of clients. You have the core skaters who want some dope shit, and then you have the rich parents who are building something for their kids
because their kids are going to be
or
in the
even
Olympics.
something for themselves, like the dad still skates and wants
it's the Wednesday night slam that they're looking for. It's like halfway through the week, I just want to hang up on a Smith grinder.
Right. But the wife likes it.
House.
Yeah. Right. But the wife likes it because it looks beautiful. It's a nice.
I've become a mediator. There's a lot of kitchen table. Okay, what do you want? What do you want? And they're like,
you've got to combine the
fire
two.
pit, quarter pipe,
lounge area, fire pit.
So
right.
then I've been working with my buddy Ryan Crane for the past 5 years, and that's the rendering you're talking about.
Yeah.
Man. Those renderings he does, they're awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it looks completely real.
It looks real, yeah.
Yeah. Someone was like, man, you did a sick, that's like such a sick, you did a sick job. That was Brad. And I was like, it's not done yet.
It's fake.
Like I was like, but I was so bummed
it's just
because I wish it was already done.
Yeah. But these are the types of things like you make a rendering for the client and you really show them, hey, we're going to make you a seating area right here with the fire pit and then the quarter pipes on both sides. And it looks a part of the landscape of the backyard. Looks fucking amazing.
And it's like, and then when you sit down with that, what's in your head is what's in their head because usually,
not on the same page.
Far away.
Wow. Who are the worst clients?
Worst clients?
Yeah.
Oh, we've had some.
Had a few.
We've had some few.
Skaters or?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the skaters are the most pickiest, right? Because they know
they don't.
Like if a family wants something for their kids, they're not going to be as So
we've had. I'll just say this because I was trying to think about like if there's like a Venn diagram that you could make to where like shitty is in the middle, and it's like there's not one. It's just like our clients is the full spectrum. It's like we've worked for people that are very well off, that are great.
Right.
We work for people that are very well off. that were awful.
Okay.
We've worked for, we didn't work for anyone who's broke that was awful because we would just leave. Well, this sucks.
Right.
But we've also worked for pro skaters that have been awesome. We work for pro skaters that have not been so great. The best bang for your buck is just someone that never skated for a living, that it makes an honest living.
Yeah.
And that makes us want to work for them as well.
It's amazing. Yeah.
That they get it, because a lot of them, they're construction workers that seriously don't have time to go to the skate park during the week.
They want a little something.
Just a quarter pipe next to the grill, right? It's fine. And that's enough for them. Mm-hmm. And they know how much things cost because they go and make the same amount of money we do during the week.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, you get it, I get it. You do kitchen remodels and I do quarter pipes in the backyard.
And how did you even come up with this idea? You don't know. No, but it's something like, hey, I'm going to build a quarter pipe or a skate park or whatever. But now you're integrating the landscape.
Yeah.
It's like a landscaping business along with this. Like, how did you even...
I thought it up.
Yeah, just like...
I thought it up, and I didn't think it was going to work.
Really?
No, I was like, man, I'll probably do... What I'll do is I'll start a construction company. I'll get my license and everything like that, and then I'll do concrete. I'll probably do 50 patios, and then one has a quarter pipe at the end. And honest to God, like so far, it's like it's been the opposite. I've been doing it for 5 years.
Oh wow!
And the last 2 years, I think we've done maybe 1 or 2 non-skate jobs, and we've been steady.
Oh wow!
So like before that, it was like spotty. You know, it was scary.
Like you don't know where your money's coming from this month.
I had like full-time employees at that point, and we do the business a little bit differently. We like work with other subcontractors and stuff. Sure. You know, so where it's like if we do get we don't have anything for 2 weeks, we'll like share work and like, hey, what are you doing? Can I hop on your crew? Or,
gotcha.
You know,
right.
So the first couple years we had full-time employees, and it's like they're great, but it's like
it's tough.
It's like having kids and you feed them work.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are we gonna eat this week? Like, where are we working?
They need work,
and I'm like crazy on my own as it is, like trying to think about all this shit.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think I'm cut out to make the business bigger. I think I'm cut out to make the business better.
Oh.
You know, keep it small. And then if it's small, it can be mobile, and we can catch those jobs that the bigger companies don't want or can't do, because if they came down to our level, they'd be blowing it for themselves.
Gotcha. Right.
I guess I have thought about it.
So, but yeah,
you definitely have.
I
Yes.
guess,
but you found yourself in this little niche market.
Yeah.
You're not building crazy skate parks like for Street League and this stuff, but
I don't want to.
But you can though
if you wanted me to.
Yeah, all right.
Well, to me, this is more, what's a word? Just
fucking cool.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it is because you're making like what's a word I'm looking? Kinda. Yeah, you're making art.
You said it. I'm glad it's and we're getting better at putting these things together and tightening things up and learning more. It's like, you know, your first video part isn't like your best video part usually. I'm trying to like,
well, mine was
or whatever, you know, like it.
Well, so when you do this with a client, are you just coming up with an idea? They tell you what they want, and then you have to draw it out and show it to them how it would look, and then give them the rendering, right?
Yeah, and then from there, like a square footage price, if it makes sense. Like if it's a quarter pipe, we don't do a square footage price because it's like it wouldn't make any sense. So like I said, those smaller jobs will just like, you know, we'll day rate it with people or something. But if it comes down to like construction drawings and permits and all that stuff, it's a big fucking deal. And at first, when I first started getting like bigger jobs, it's like, you know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000.
Sure.
That's fucking scary, you know, like you have to learn. You have to go for it. And like I've learned to trust myself on a lot of that stuff. And now like we got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now we show up, we're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll get the site plan going. We'll do this, we'll do that. This is what it'll probably cost. We have to protect ourselves with contracts because we've gotten into a position where it was like, oh God, thank God we signed a contract because
what they'll back out and stuff?
Well, no, they'll just say like, this isn't what we talked. And it's like, no, it is. Look right here.
Oh yeah.
And we've had that a few times.
Wow, interesting.
But that's very
few and far between.
Very rare, but it does happen.
Crazy.
And so then you have to learn how to, when you get your contractor's license, you have to take a business. There's 4-hour business test, then the 4-hour trade test. So you got to learn like California construction law.
Right.
To protect yourself and the clients. So you have to protect them as well.
Well, if they sell their home and then stuff isn't up to code,
does
that have stuff to do with it?
No, it's more like if they don't pay, I can put a mechanic's lien on their house and attach my name to their mortgage. And that's my protection.
Oh, God.
Their protection is me telling them that I can do that.
Interesting.
So it's like, but that's if things get
very rare.
Things get fucked up.
Yeah.
The things get fucked up.
Well, because one job, a $40,000, $50,000 job, $50,000 job that falls through could put you out of business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So protect is very important.
Yeah, it could go. But like the thing is I have Front Rock. Front Rock is so low overhead that I don't think I'd really have to fuck it up to go out of business. This is the worst thing anyone's ever built in the world, in the history of the world. You're out of business. I'd really have to fuck up.
You just woke up one day and just kind of went for it. Like, who was your first client? Like, how does that even? Do you just?
Apart.
Well, no. So we built Jordan Hoffert's bowl before we did the company. Before I did the company.
So you were already doing little
Yeah, we were doing, of course. Yeah, things on the side and stuff like that. And then we were kind of building spots around. And then we
DIY.
And then we did the show with Duffy, like the Heliclips.
Oh, the DIY.
You're welcome thing? DIY. We did a DIY show with John Holland in Transworld. So I was, doing that.
Yeah, you were already making shit.
Making stuff. I was working at the YMCA, teaching kids how to skate twice a week.
Oh wow!
Paychecks were like $8. It was fucking. They were nice people. Everything was great there, but
you were hustling. Yeah,
there was no money over there.
Oh my God,
that's crazy.
It kind of organically happened.
I just wanted to do this still, and I wanted to do it differently, and I didn't want to travel, and I thought that like. If you're going to do it in a residential setting, it has to look nice. Totally. And you have to please more than just the skateboarder. You have to please everyone that lives at the house. Yep. And then also you have to put in the resale value into perspective. I'm not someone that, if you're going to go like, what if we sell our house next week? I'm not in the house flipping business.
Right.
Don't call me. Yep. Or if you call me, I'll build you a wooden ramp.
Oh, there you go.
If you want that, that's fine. And the thing is, like, concrete's not permanent. Nothing's permanent. Like, if we can build it in a week, we can tear it out in a day. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. But people get in their head that, like, oh, it's permanent, but that's okay if it's something like that. That
amazing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So we do that. But what ends up happening is, like, we have a lot of clients that are like in their mid 40s, whatever, buy their first house, they get all psyched and they finally want something to skate. And I'm like, cool, I would love to do that for you. This will be awesome. And they're like, fuck, you know how hard it is to buy a house out here?
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
It's like, it's impossible. So it's like, that's the thing that's very hard about what I do. It's such an intimate setting. You're in their backyard. Right. You're not out in a fucking field building a public park where you can say anything you want or do anything you want or
neighbors.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, and we have to talk with HOA people. We have to. There's a lot of shit we have to do. And then at the end, you get a quarter pipe. but
there's a lot of hoops.
There's tons of hoops, and then the city and this and that. And
do you have to get permits to do stuff on private property?
Depends probably how big it is.
Yeah, it depends. So we did a bowl at my buddy Ken's house and in Encinitas, and we permitted everything and talked to the city and he had this huge retaining wall, and he had 2 asshole neighbors on each side.
Oh man!
And they actually like went to the city, and then they called the press, and they go
oh wow!
Yeah. And then the newspaper called me, and
like he called me to just build a bowl. That's all.
Yeah. And then he went to town hall, and
what a big ordeal.
Yeah, and it was the thing that was like, this is what he said at the town hall. He was like, I don't want to be in my backyard and hear, hey, dude, that was cool.
Oh, that's what the neighbor was saying.
That's what he said.
That was his thing. And I'm like, that sucks. you suck. That sucks.
That's what you could. That's what you had to say.
Yeah,
that's
and then
horrible.
And then, but apparently, like this guy is the neighborhood asshole.
Okay.
So like the city, like I actually got a call, and they were like, "Hey, you're fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about him. He's an idiot."
Right.
They didn't say it. They didn't talk like me.
They didn't use that verbiage.
But they were like, "Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's permitted.
Go ahead.
If you have kids that are in a swimming pool, it's the same amount of noise,
right?
Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah.
So it's
crazy.
But you know how skateboarding is viewed in the normal public.
And it can be loud.
Yeah,
sure.
It could be loud.
Wood ramps are loud.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But this
Yeah. Little scrape.
on a Wednesday,
Fuck yeah.
flipping burgers,
Yeah.
sick. You know, like so.
Wow. So there's a lot to deal with.
Yeah,
Could be a headache.
I've had some headaches.
Wow.
There's been some headaches where I'm like, oh shit.
But you enjoy it.
Yeah, it keeps me. It keeps me close to skateboarding, but I don't have anything to really do with it when I don't want to. You know what I mean by that? Like
Totally.
not fucking kick flipping over.
Have you ever had like?
You're not being expected to do something.
Yeah. I better land this kick flip, or I'm not gonna make rent or whatever.
Have you ever like have to like make any sound like sound dampening like walls or anything like that?
No, we haven't had that stuff.
Do you get to try it out before?
Yeah, and it's cool. People have been trading sessions lately. Like, and then some people are like, hey, can we go check that one out? And I'll go, well, let me call them. So then there's like starting to be like
A community
of people,
That's
because
awesome.
we've built, I don't know, 20, 30 projects in San Diego,
Oh, sick.
you know, or maybe well, between here and LA.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 or 30. So there's 20 or 30 private places to skate now that weren't there before.
Look at this time we're living in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Could you
cool.
even imagine?
No, I couldn't imagine. I can't
Even
imagine
like
anything.
even 10 years ago. It's like
You should start doing like meetups for like the people that you've worked for.
Yeah,
Like basically get them together and
yeah.
little backyard barbecues
Yeah.
and stuff.
All the ones that didn't suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, they can have their own.
Right. Invite the asshole neighbor.
Well,
Oh yeah. Come on over, and then go, sick dude. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Sick, dude. That was sick.
how do the people usually get a hold of you, like to do jobs?
Just through our website.
Instagram.
Instagram's killer.
I'm telling you, when I saw his page on
See,
Instagram,
he's sold.
I subscribed. I followed right away. I was like, this is amazing. This is cool shit.
Yeah.
Like I want to see this. I want to see this stuff. You know what you should do? You should do more videos of the making of. You know how they have those like, very sped up.
Yeah.
And like somebody
Like a
pouring
time-lapse almost?
Yeah, somebody like pouring epoxy into this and just like time lapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do some more of
I
like
know.
that's a cool shit. Just
I don't even have t-shirts. You guys have fucking candles.
That's true. That's true. We could get you some candles.
We'll get you a T-shirt too.
Yeah.
Let's do a T-shirt collab.
There you
Really?
go.
Yeah. I mean, no, but like,
Kelly has no authority
He
actually,
doesn't.
to
That's why he's
present
over
that.
there.
to-
Over
yeah,
here.
he
Hey,
says-
why is he way over there?
it's a lot easier.
do you
for
want right
Chris.
here?
No.
Kyle, I'd rather have him in another room.
Well,
if
he
it was up to
moved
me.
out this morning.
That's
You
true.
could use that room for me to go in.
We could
Yeah.
actually just go home.
I'll just go back over there.
We'll just put a camera over there and fucking. You could
That's
just.
cool.
We'll put a live stream.
Watch him try to put his bed together or something.
No, it's incredible. I highly suggest. Skate fan. I mean, it's just beautiful work.
Thank
you. And it's
not-
it's
not-
cool to see skate stuff
Yeah.
integrated into backyard landscaping. That's
Yeah.
what really got
Or
me.
front yard.
That's true too.
Like driveways and shit.
We did Clemens's driveway.
Oh, the dream driveway.
But that was before I was front rock.
You've been in the biz for
I've been around.
the build. Yeah.
If anything, I get an attendance award.
Is there different types of like cement or like when you go to like Florida compared to here? Like, is it weird different like materials that you work with?
I mean, the mixes are different.
Yeah.
Like with and then you have your own mix design for what you're doing.
Oh, you do.
PSI and your different aggregate and all that shit.
What?
Huh.
Who?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Good question, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, all right.
What would you tell like some kids out there who are going to DIY something like a ledge or like something out there in the I mean, Raj rub bricks the curb,
the old rub brick.
sprays it down with some salsa sauce,
It's perfect.
Well,
and it's good to go.
You see his job that he did down at the curbs?
It's gone now.
No.
Yeah, city somewhere can take it out.
We're going back.
That's why we brought you here.
Yeah.
We're going right now
Yeah.
after the show.
We need you to help me move Kelly out, and we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's
step
just
one.
it was just a, it was
Done.
just a curb that they, two separate curbs, and they
Gotcha.
concreted it. You know,
Kel showed me. When
right,
we were
right.
when we were in
I'm trying to
Rio.
explain it. I'm trying to explain it to our audience.
It was sick. It was a great job. You connected the curbs.
Connected the curbs. That's a good way. Yeah.
Great.
So
Perfect. Seamless. And then someone else tried to do it and fucked it up.
fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then what did you do?
Sledgehammer.
Did you kill them?
He killed their job.
Yeah.
I knocked it out.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Good for
And that's
you.
what the city did to his curb. What goes around comes around.
We should just build a
At least
curb
mine
like-
lasted about 6 months.
Well, you could go down there easily and build another one. But anyway,
I'll
so rub bricks, albasauce. What about a curb, or like a ledge, like cinder blocks? Fill it in with like rocks and different shit, or I mean, what's a
could-
good technique? I mean, I guess there's no really
Foam.
standard technique, but
for a ledge,
yeah.
easy.
Oh yeah,
So, wow. Yeah. Okay.
angle iron.
Sure.
How do I do?
Angle line's the worst.
Yeah,
No,
what do you?
no,
Could
no.
you glue it on?
Angle iron, but the other way.
What do you mean?
So there's no. Okay. So I want to do like.
This way or
So
L way.
the bottom sticking. The bottom is the top. So instead of having like the two.
So basically, it's like
So it's just
Edge.
the. Edge.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just the
So
wheels.
that way the concrete goes all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're waxing the top, which is concrete, and then the edge where
So
the
you
base
can-
plate
you
and the
can-
wheels are sliding
So
is
I mean,
metal.
an easy way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, you would have to weld, which is
Okay.
not an easy way to do
You
it.
gotta like build a frame.
Yeah. You build like a tray, right? And then you pour it the thickness of the angle iron, and then you have something, and make sure that it's not big enough to where you can't move it. Don't glue it to the ground, because then you can fucking take it. If you have a pickup truck,
Yeah.
he's got an Accord.
All right. He didn't
I'm not
take
building
enough.
ledges, dude.
What are you doing?
He's not taking anything.
So whatever.
Yeah. Forget about him.
He'll come skated after everyone's done building.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
He's that guy.
He's gonna come with
for
his
sure.
wax.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lay some plastic down.
yeah, but anyway, so then you just pour it in,
Okay.
and you trowel it, and then put it on things that are as tall as you'd like. 2 center blocks, but just don't fucking glue them to the ground.
Right.
Because then the city can fucking come take them.
Oh.
They could tear out your curb. But if you built a curb that you could just fucking pick up when you're done with it, but that's different. What you
Yeah.
did was awesome. What the
Yeah.
next guy did sucked, and what the city did really sucked.
Right.
But for ledges,
Yeah.
But I mean, you still have to kind of angle iron. If you didn't have a welder, because you weld the rebar in between the two, so it holds together.
Hold it over there.
But you could drill.
Drill out the hole, and you're basically Legoing it into the ledge. You got the holes, you got the rebar, and you're kind of like
So it's like a metal tray, right?
Yeah.
So you have a piece of plywood. You can do it on this table. This table's really nice.
yeah, it's nice.
But let's just say we're doing it on the table.
Okay.
So then you have that frame that you built.
Yep.
You have a piece of angle iron, a piece of angle iron, and say you want it 2 feet.
Yep.
So then you cut a piece of rebar 2 feet, you weld it there, weld it there, weld it there, weld it there. You pour it on the table.
Okay.
It hardens up.
Yep.
And then when it hardens up, and then you shimmy it, and then it doesn't adhere to the table. Concrete doesn't adhere to wood.
You know,
I see
lay
what you're
plastic.
saying.
You can also lay
I see.
plastic down.
So then,
Okay.
like plastic or whatever, and then when you pull it off, then you have the thickness of the angle iron ledge,
Yes.
and then you just have the ledge top,
Yeah, and then you lay it on top of the cinder blocks.
and then you can put it on a center block or wherever else you want to put it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's smart.
It's not even that smart, but I mean it works.
but it's
It's quick,
Well,
it's quick and easy.
I
quick
haven't
and
seen
easy.
anyone do
Yeah.
that really.
But I mean the welding part. But,
That's tough.
But you could
maybe get Home Depot to cut the rebar.
No, you can fasten it by like concrete screws or something on the outside. It's just so that if you pour it and you don't have something connecting the two pieces,
It's gonna pop out.
it'll pop off because it'll adhere to concrete to a point,
Okay.
and then it'll just fall off.
Huh. Jason Hernandez would build a bunch of
He
different
does
ledges out
good
here.
ledges
yeah.
and curbs, right?
He's hooked it up so many
Sick.
different times.
There's a lot of great concrete people
Yeah.
in the world, and concrete is not a one man show.
Need help.
There's tons of people on our jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and all the skate park guys from all the different companies, like there's a lot of good guys out there.
Sure.
And they go out there and they pour shit too for their local communities and stuff to skate. It's sick.
Now, when you're doing these projects, big concrete trucks pulling up out front, and you're piping all the concrete in,
pumping it in, yeah.
Huh?
I work with not exclusively, but like my DRD Concrete is like my guy.
I don't know.
Big Dave. He's
Big-
cool.
Big
Big
Dave.
He's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's big.
Big guy. He will beat all of us up.
Okay.
But he's nice. But like him, we work with certain contractors.
You formed relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't grow up out here.
Right.
So like forming those relationships later was a little bit different because like a lot of people in construction, my dad did construction. And
kinda passed
that's how I
down.
know. My
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
my
right.
dad works at Boeing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he builds airplanes or some shit. I don't do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
So and he knew his stuff, but I didn't learn anything from him as far as concrete goes.
Yeah.
Right.
So like when I started this company, meeting all the other contractors and everything, it really was important to like, hey, you're gonna be my guy,
Right.
if you're cool.
Yeah.
If you're not cool, we can't work together.
Those relationships.
Yeah.
Bill, it's important.
Yeah, it's great.
What are you gonna look in the Google up some new concrete fucking company that you never even use?
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of shitty concrete workers out there too.
there you go.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever hired you to do like a renegade DIY spot?
No, not
Like, hey, we'll pay you 30 grand, but it's on fucking land that we don't own or whatever else. Or
not since
It's a lot of money to spend on some
Well,
shit
you
you
know
don't
what I'm
own.
saying.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I know what you're saying.
not since I've been licensed,
yeah,
because then it's not worth it.
yeah.
You could lose your license.
Sure. There was a thing. Rhino hit me up like because Riley Hawk wanted to do something.
Okay.
Like cut this ledge out so he could grind this rail. And we didn't do it. But,
Right.
for the vid.
Because if you get caught doing something and you're a licensed contractor and now you're messing up either public or private property,
Sure. Yeah.
you're done.
Probably.
Wow.
Or whatever. Maybe not.
Probably.
Probably. Probably.
Don't want to risk it at this
It's
point.
there's no.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So now that you're licensed, you don't ever do like DIY stuff? No?
No.
I mean, why risk it, Raj?
Yeah.
You know, he's doing beautiful,
I know.
but
beautiful work.
But like, if someone wants a slappy curb that is mobile,
Yeah, you can
you know,
pour
it
and
pour
bring
it at my
wherever.
house
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just give it to them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll do shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Build your slappy curb. We'll build your slappy curb. We'll put it right here.
Whoa.
That would be cool. Roger would love
Beautiful
that.
table.
Yeah, this
Raj
table's
can't ollie
really
up on
nice,
this table.
So what else do you guys
Wait.
want to talk about?
Do you have any like obstacles at your house?
No.
Just stay away
Turtle
from
pit though.
Turtle pit.
Yeah, I made a pit for my turtle.
Oh, what's his name?
It's Bertha.
Bertha,
She's
the
30,
turtle.
She's 32.
You've had her? Have you had her?
No.
Oh.
Just got her. Just
Wait a
got
minute.
her.
How long do turtles live for?
Forever.
Long time, right?
100 years old.
90.
90 and 100.
Yeah.
You bought a 35-year-old
I
turtle.
didn't. I was. We.
Oh.
We
32.
acquired it.
You
can't. You
acquired
can't
it.
sell desert tortoises in California. I don't believe. I think it's like
You have to be gifted them.
Who
I
gave
don't-
you it?
it's old lady.
Hey, who are you?
Payment for her payment for her quarter pipe.
Yeah, for the old lady. I don't know. Whatever.
Bertha the turtle.
But yeah, I don't have any.
You got some pets though.
Huh?
You got pets other than turtle.
Yeah, we got three dogs.
Three
Well,
dogs.
one's ours, Penny. Penny's ours.
And you stole two other dogs.
Well, no.
Yeah, whose dogs are these?
My wife's mother, Randy.
Oh.
She has Sasha and Lainey.
Okay.
But we live 5 doors down, so the dog's just like we,
Run back and forth.
not,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Not on their own, Raj, right?
No, Raj.
Who knows what kind of neighborhood we live in?
No, we have it nice.
It's amazing.
Yeah, life's nice.
I love it, dude.
I love it. I love it too.
You guys got a good thing going on.
Yeah.
I hopefully it's just turns into something
Yeah. Well,
ginormous.
I got front rock stuff going on, and then my wife travels. She works for Tony Robbins,
Oh, wow.
so she
Really?
That's pretty awesome.
she's an event planner.
Oh, cool.
She's in Miami right now.
Have you ever met Tony Robbins?
No.
No.
He's only my wife's only worked there for a year and a half.
Okay, maybe go to an inspirational seminar.
He's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
I've been there twice now.
Huh?
I've been there
Really?
twice, yeah.
You
What?
met- Where?
For complex stuff.
Oh, complex stuff. He has big hands. He's a big dude.
He's massive.
He's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I huge fan.
Yeah.
makes me want to do stuff.
Like what?
I shot him and EJ Khaled.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He could have helped today.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we got it good. We got
It's amazing.
We got the we don't have anything to skate at my house at the moment. We had a mini ramp, it was a piece of shit. I didn't build it.
Okay.
I got it gifted and then I re-gifted
With the turtle.
You re-gifted it.
it.
By the way, here, take this turtle too.
Yeah. And then so
It's nice. What do you feed the turtle? Cabbage and carrots and stuff?
yeah.
Kind of a cheap pet.
It's asleep right now for the next 6 months.
What?
They hibernate. Don't you guys remember school?
Wait, where does it hibernate?
I don't know.
Wait. Where
Just
does
buries
it?
itself in the dirt, or
It would.
Yeah.
But we have it in dog crates. We have 2. Well,
Wait a minute.
Another thing.
How do you?
Yeah, we have Ike too.
I don't understand.
Who's Ike?
He's the other turtle.
I don't understand. You take the turtle and you put it in something, or you put something in the pen so that it could go in and hibernate.
Well, yeah, but it could go either way, but we put it in. It's not indoors. It's in a screen porch, and it's in a dog kennel, and it just climbs in and goes to bed. And the first year we were like,
is it dead?
fucking dead.
Does it like go in the?
Yeah,
It goes in a shell. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then it goes in a bunch of hay too, so you really can't see it. But then I was like, I'll go smell it
If it's
if
decomposing.
it's dead,
Yeah.
Right.
and then like comes out
So
So
one day,
it'll wake up for you.
in March. It'll come out and then just go.
It doesn't even eat or nothing the whole time? It's
No,
hibernating.
Yeah, cold-blooded. Whatever.
Cold-blooded, just like Raj.
yeah.
Does he eat?
It's cold as ice.
You don't eat.
I don't eat at all.
You don't eat.
I just drink.
Oh my God.
I just drink all day.
He has ice in his veins.
Wait, so one day it just comes back. You're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah,
That's incredible. I didn't realize that turtles hibernated.
yeah. And I'm not like a turtle guy or
Sure.
whatever. Or
You just have them.
if that's a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, when I grow up, I'm gonna get 2 turtles.
Well, it's a cool pet, but you can't pet
Pet
them.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can right here.
Oh, on the neck.
Do they like it?
Do you get a little scratch on the neck? A little scratchy
Yeah,
scratch?
hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Oh, yeah.
Do they make noise at all for any reason?
They do.
What do they? What does it sound like?
I don't know.
Can you do it for us?
No, that's it.
Was that that was a lamb, wasn't that, or
It's a sheep.
sheep?
You don't
Sorry,
know your animals, do you?
I don't know.
It's a mountain lion.
Do you guys want to talk about other stuff?
What do you What do you got for us?
this?
What do you got for us? Give us one more good story.
Hot dog. You don't like hot dogs?
We skipped Lil Wayne.
Okay.
We
You
didn't skip him when you just brought him up.
No, I know.
let's talk about Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Because you were on his tour.
Yeah.
You did like 80 something shows with
Yeah.
him.
It was awesome.
He had a whole skate thing in the background of his performances.
Yep.
It was you and who else?
Me and Connor Champion.
Okay.
And Jeremy Nibbs and Braden.
Braden Safransky.
He was on towards the end, and then Yo-Yo. Do you
Yo-Yo?
guys
Yep.
know Yo-Yo?
Yeah, that was the man. That was the man.
I used to give him a wedgie, like all. He was small. He was young. He was young.
Lil Yo-Yo.
Yeah, and he was a little bitch,
Oh, was he? Yeah.
like in the nicest way. Whatever.
He's a great kid.
Yeah, and then
How did you get picked for that?
Clements.
Seriously?
Yeah, he called me, and he was like, "You want to go on tour with Lil Wayne?"
And you were like, yes, I do.
Well, I was like,
How much does it pay?
"Yeah, yep."
First question.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time, my
Yeah.
wife, Sarah, she was like, I got the call when we were like in bed, so she heard this.
She
and
was like,
goes,
what do you think, bro?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
Bro, you gotta do it, bro.
I'm like, bro, I gotta go. Yeah, so I went
And how long was this tour?
all summer,
3 months.
probably. Yeah, and then went to Europe for 2.
How does something like that work? Are you in the tour van with them? Do you guys have a separate van or a separate tour bus?
We were on tour buses. I was in Mac Main's bus in Gutta.
Okay.
You guys know Gutta?
No.
Gutta, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know Gutta.
Some of the Young Money
Okay.
guys.
Sick.
Yeah, it was rad. When I walked in, I was like, "Hey, I'm Kyle."
Did you feel like welcomed in the
At first,
tour?
I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking crazy." But then after a week or something,
You
I
were
was
all
like,
just chilling.
Yeah,
You
it
was
was good.
fucking hanging out.
Yeah, it was great.
What was what did you do for it?
So I skated, and we all skated 3 songs every night.
Did you have a planned out run that you did?
Sort of, yeah. And it was hard because sometimes
Smoke.
sometimes, well, the pyrotechnics guys, those guys were awesome. They were like making fucking flamethrowers like backstage, like look at this.
Really?
Yeah, they were like pyro nerds, you know.
And then they had smoke machines.
Yeah,
right?
but then sometimes like during the travels and stuff, it would rain, so then sometimes the stage would be wet in certain spots, and you just eat shit. I didn't fall for the first like 50 something shows, and then I did the worst one, like you know, the one where you put your board down and then you kick it with your foot, and then you kick it and it bounces up and hits you in the chest. I did that in front of 30,000 people, and then just Pete Roast. Just like Farley and
oh my god!
What, Tommy Boy or
Black Sheep?
Black Sheep.
Yeah. I did that.
But you're kind of in the background, right?
No,
like he's
foreground. He was coming out, and I Pete Rose right in front of him.
Did he step over you?
He did. He did.
Wow.
There was things that happened on stage all the time.
I'm sure.
So when the curtains would lift, the first person you would see was like me and Yo-Yo, you know, or
skating.
Well, no, we wouldn't drop in yet. So like the curtains would open,
crowd going
and
crazy.
The crowd go like they would go yeah, and then they'd see me and they go yeah,
Ugh.
and then Wayne would come out and then I would do like a lean to tail or something.
Wow.
Who choreographed that? Was there?
No, there wasn't. We at first
you just talked to
the first the first show we were like gonna choreograph it, and then we're like no, and Wayne was like no, don't, just skate,
just do your shit.
Yeah. Wayne was great.
And Wayne fucking loves skating.
Yeah,
he's a skater.
He is a skater.
It's crazy.
Because, you know, you think he's not going to...
no,
or whatever. Like, people were like, oh, Wayne's just in skating for money. Or like he needs money. He doesn't need
he's like a skateboarder.
There's no money in skateboarding.
Yeah, he's like a skater.
He's a total skateboarder.
And he's a skate nerd, too. Yeah. We had him on the show.
Yeah.
We had him on the show, episode 25. We still didn't even know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
You know, and Lil Wayne comes in,
he
just
knows
looking around, checking out the boys. This is sick. You know, he was into it, loves it, and he knew shit that I didn't even think he would kind of know.
Yeah. He knows shit.
His like favorite skater was like who was
Alex
it?
Midler?
Raj? No.
Because I'll tell you guys.
America, the
John Dixon.
Remember? He was talking about John Dixon.
Yeah.
It's like Lil Wayne loves John Dixon.
Yeah.
Like, how amazing is that?
I took him to Marseille.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, at 5 a.m. And he was like, what the fuck is this place? And I was like, he hung up real bad on a rock to fakie in the middle bowl. And he got over it. And I was like, damn it, man. I was like, this is like so surreal.
Do they have lights on?
Yeah, real shitty. Yeah, okay. Then we had like the security dudes, like Anton and all the guys, and like I was like, "Hey, this is like kind of a like sketchy place at night." Mm-hmm. And Anton was like, "We got it, man. We got it." I was like, "Okay,
don't worry about that.
Don't worry, we're strapped."
Yeah.
Wow, crazy, dude. What an experience.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Saw R. Kelly one night.
Really?
First thing that I thought in my head, I was like, guilty.
Seriously, you were.
Yeah, just like right away. I was like, that dude,
sketchy.
Whatever he did, he probably did it. He had like a lot of leather on. It was just
where'd you see him at?
It was like DC. They were doing a music video, and we stopped in at this place in DC.
What a trip! What a trip to be on tour with. I mean,
yeah, it was great.
Wayne
it was great. It was. I didn't know any of the words to the song.
Okay.
So.
Did you get to know the words to the song?
Do you have a favorite Lil Wayne song?
No. But I think he realized that I was, well, I don't know what he thought, but I was there to skate. And I
don't think he cares.
No. I don't think he cares at all. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think he thinks it's cool or whatever. He's there to skate. I was there to skate. But I didn't. Yeah.
And he would skate during the shows too, right? He'd jump on the board and like try to.
He would do a rock to fakie at the end.
Okay.
One night, like the stage was kind of slick, and he's pushing towards the thing, and he gets kind of wobble. I mean, the dude's like, he's doing a show. You know what I mean? And so like this is the finale, and he goes up to the 8-foot wide quarter pipe, and he's pushing, and he gets a little off, and he just pushes right past it, and he just goes backstage, and that was the end.
That was it.
That was the end of the show.
That's amazing.
And I was like, sick. Yeah. All right, we're out of here.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of funny moments.
He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I back him.
I love Lil Wayne.
I back him.
man.
He texted me and he was like, "Merry Christmas to you and the fam." Like,
really?
Yeah, and I was like, you don't have to do that shit.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's sick.
Damn,
Appreciate
dude.
stuff like that.
He's been on our show. He didn't text me for Christmas.
No, you got to be pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
he only traveled like a couple of years with them, so
What do you mean? One summer.
Yeah.
He was on our
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Well, he loved it.
One night.
Anyway,
And FaceTime.
he was great. He's great. So Lil Wayne's story. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
Ooh.
Give us something good. We want to wrap this up, but give us a good. What's a fun? Give us a final
let's get a good
hurrah.
story,
Give us a
dude.
final.
like one that you know.
We
One
want.
that
We
I
want.
know, I know.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want like
Whatever that means.
No, he knows.
And what do
we
you
want like a headliner story, like something that's going to make the news.
I don't want to tell that story.
Okay. Well, maybe we could think of one. While Kelly goes and grabs some stuff for you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We want to give you some
Sick.
shit.
We want T-shirts.
I know
you
we're
to
almost
have.
out of stuff, so we
Yeah.
apologize.
No,
But
it's fine.
Cyber Weekend cleaned us out.
What
That's
size?
cool.
It's good.
Sick.
Yeah, people bought some stuff.
What size are you, dude?
Large, bro.
Buff large.
I could have
Large.
guessed.
Get him a mug. Get him whatever we got.
Get him a candle.
For the wife.
No, when he came in, Kelly brought him into the
warehouse.
whatever. He's like, you guys have candles?
Yeah.
Psyched.
It's good. Yeah.
I like shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm a grown up.
But it's random,
It's
right?
fucking weird, yeah.
Like, who makes candles?
I'm probably gonna try to make some.
You should. We'll give you the hookup. We got the hookup.
You got candles,
Rob
yeah.
Brink. He made us a
Really?
100th acre. Yeah.
That's great.
Smell great.
They're great candles. No stories, bro.
Throw someone on
Not-
a bus.
No, we can't throw anyone under the bus.
What about the skate shop, Cardinal? How was owning a skate shop? You sold it
Yeah,
to one of your friends when you
kinda.
Huh? What does that mean?
My dad
Pass
was
the torch.
my dad was all on the paperwork, so when it came time to sell it, I was already kind of out of the picture a little bit.
Oh, you were. Okay. How was it owning a skate shop though? Was it cool? Did you enjoy that, or
I
was
thought-
it hard work?
Yeah, it's hard
or
work, of
is it-
course. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But I mean, it's like part of the local skate scene and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm so like proud, I guess is the word, that Cardinal's still going.
Yeah.
Not that we have anything to do with it anymore, but
The fact that it's still. I mean, skate
Yeah.
shops nowadays.
Yeah.
It's tough.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
tough.
of course.
A lot of them are going out of business.
Yeah.
A lot of staple skate shops too, Raj, going out of business.
Yeah. What are we gonna do about that?
Thank you, Kelly. It's tough.
Right.
It's tough because I don't know. It's like out of our
Yeah.
control, right? It's the landscape of how people order product. So
Yeah.
it's tough.
Well, there's that too, but also you need to build community.
This is true. Build a community around the skate shop.
You can't just be there just like to sell shit to people and just walk away.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to live it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like anything worthwhile. Like you have to.
Right.
You need to do something like to kind of get people in the door.
Yeah. What gets people in the door?
And
these
be
days,
nice to
Kel?
them when they're in the door.
and be cool to them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be like the core shop, but then be the assholes.
Yeah.
You can't do that, which
No.
has happened over
Oh
time.
my
That
God,
happens a
it's
lot.
And you're out
Yeah.
of business in
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, it's
Walk into a shop, feel so unwelcomed,
yeah.
and you're not. Why would you
Yeah.
go back?
Yeah. I'm going to Dick's or whatever.
Dick's Sporting Goods. Going to Osh.
They're fucking
or
nice to me. Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Going
you
to
can't
Sports Chalet.
Yeah,
Going to Supreme.
yeah, right.
Going online.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's cool though. It's amazing. It's still running. It's still going. It's
Yeah.
cool.
2002, I think is the year. 2003.
That's when you started it.
Yeah.
Huh.
16 years?
So I don't know.
It's incredible.
Math.
Kyle,
Yeah.
this has been incredible.
You think so?
Oh my God.
Yes.
I've had a great time.
I really,
no, no.
I wish we had a camera rolling when we're just hanging out here before we even started the show.
There's just.
But that happens all the time.
Oh, I know.
Raj.
Didn't you have like a milk story?
Are you trying to tie in that glass of milk?
I'm
you got?
trying to keep looking at
Take a
you.
sip of that, Kel.
Yeah. Take a sip.
I actually can't do it right now. My arms can't move.
I got a milk story.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
Completely random, but yeah, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it.
So I got an email, and then they said, "Can you come to Artesia, New Mexico, and do a speech about not doing drugs and drinking milk?" And I was like, "I'll be there." Or what, how much? And it was like $5,000. And then we're gonna need someone to build a mini ramp. And I was like, I know the guy. He's my dad.
Oh, wow.
Who's emailing you?
I don't know. The mayor of.
How did he get in contact with you?
I know.
I can't remember.
You saw the Washington Post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's.
It probably was that. It was right around the same time. So then I go to this town, and I have to write this speech. My dad and my friend Tony have already been there getting drunk and building a mini ramp.
Wow.
And they're like, it's right next to Roswell, so they had all this like alien
sick.
tourist shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck have you guys been doing for a week?
How did the ramp turn out?
It was great.
Okay.
It was whatever. It was
Okay. Just
little,
making sure.
little mini ramp.
Did you have to skate it?
I did a little demo, couple pibs,
Couple pits.
you know, and then I got on stage in front of like 2,000 people, and I was like, oh my God, why did I sign up for this?
What did you say?
Don't do drugs and drink milk.
Yeah,
was your speech.
but in a longer form. It was just like, crack is whack, and it was crazy.
Would you write a poem?
Yeah. And then but I'm looking at all these kids, and I'm like, these kids are my age. This is crazy or whatever.
They don't want to hear.
And then
this
I was
shit.
like, all right, and drink milk, all right. And then I got off stage, and then this kid was like, hey, you don't believe in any of that shit. I was like, no, let's fucking go get some beer, man. I just got $5,000. Let's go drink. Let's party. And then on the way out, they're like, hey, do you want to be on that billboard? And I'm like, for what? And they're like, for like a milk thing. And I was like, yeah. And
Cost you extra $5,000.
yeah. And they gave me another $1,000. And so then I was like on the billboard, partying with the kids. And then
That's incredible.
And then on the way home, my dad tried to bring a carry-on of just a tumbleweed.
Really? Yeah. He tried to bring an actual tumbleweed.
And they're like, get that thing out of here.
Why?
I don't know. He was drunk. Whatever.
Packed his tumbleweed in his carry-on.
Yeah. It's shit sucks. Whatever.
You go through security with it?
He tried. They were like, you can't do it. That's not a thing. But
it's a personal
Like an
item.
X-ray machine.
Yeah,
It's like a fucking...
Why can't I take a tumbleweed?
Yeah.
That's a question.
So yeah, that was my milk story.
That's funny, dude. First of all, dude, pleasure. It's been so fun, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Cal?
much.
I wish we had it like sooner in life.
Yeah.
Let me give you some 9 Club stuff,
Oh,
dude.
man.
This is our burning mug. This is
Wow.
Sam Pearson?
Sam Pearson drew that for us. We turned it into a
So
mug.
you guys got real cool shit. Huh?
I know if you want one of those mugs with me on it, I'll give you one later. So
There you go. There you go.
Nah, he doesn't want that.
We'll take you back in the warehouse, man.
yeah.
Here's a 9 Club New Era hat.
I saw
For
Hoffert
you?
wearing this the other day.
Yeah.
Hoffert's
Or
Or was
amazing.
it he beat me in a game of skate? 2 of them in
Oh.
a row.
Why, dude?
Must have been the hat,
No.
Yeah.
of course.
Or that he just
Play it on a quarter pipe, see what happens.
skates good.
Yeah, he's good.
He-
Did he laser flip?
No, he didn't even get that far.
Kickflip, heel flip. Okay, anyway. Here's a 9 Club shirt for you, size large, and a. Like I said, sorry, we're running super low on some product, but here's a crew neck,
Dude.
large crew neck for you.
Yes.
And
Holy shit, you guys!
since
this is
you,
like, Price is Right or whatever.
well, we're not done
or
yet.
whatever.
We're
This
not
is
done
great.
yet. We're not done yet.
got one more
Since
thing.
since you helped Kelly move, I want you to take a little piece of Kelly home with you. Here's a K Fatty Cinnabon candle.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And it actually
K-
has a wick.
K Fatty with his nickname. His nickname's K Fatty.
It is.
I have a lot of good nicknames. Yeah.
We haven't known each other that long.
Yeah. We're not nickname status yet.
I mean, if you help a person move, that's pretty big in a relationship.
His new place is nice.
It's nice, huh? Saw
Yeah.
some footage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, heard you took a dump in there.
First dump.
First up in
dump
the
in the
house,
pad.
dude. He just
Christened it.
yeah.
It was cool. He has a boudet.
A boudet.
A booty.
Yeah.
You do.
I haven't used it yet. I don't know.
You did.
I hope that you used it. I would have been sick.
Kelly's gonna use it for sure.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
let me tell you something, bro. We have a special gift for you, man.
What is
this?
this?
This is a Nixon watch. They have a.
Is this for helping Kelly move too?
No, this has nothing to do with Kelly.
Oh,
We have
Just for being awesome.
Yes.
Nixon.com. You can go on there and customize your own watch.
no way.
You can go. You could pick the band. You could pick the face, the second hand, all the stuff, and even get it engraved on the back. So they were nice enough to do a bunch of these watches for us, and we went on the website, did it ourselves, picked all the bands out and everything, and then put a little engraving on the back there for you. Here you go, bro.
Way.
Yes, that's a Century
Sick.
watch.
Kelly Hart.
He put his own name.
That's insane.
God damn it!
You son of a bitch. I'll wear it. Whatever.
No, it says Kyle Berard
Oh, it does.
on there.
Yeah.
Episode 175.
Oh man, that's nice.
Look at that.
You guys are
Huh?
cool.
Here's the box for it, bro.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, man.
Bro,
This has been great.
It's been
it's
awesome.
amazing.
Anytime you need to move.
If I'm gone for an experience episode,
Dude. You could just sit in with us.
I would. You could definitely talk shit on skating. That would be awesome.
I love talking shit on skating.
Or maybe if we have any projects here at the house, you could help us out with, because we're always looking at building stuff.
We should do DIY videos with them.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
We could build some stuff
Educate
in
the
here.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff.
Do you do stuff in house too? Like, do you do like desk and stuff like that? Can you do desk?
Do I do desk?
Yeah, desk.
Yeah. Do you need a desk?
I need a desk, but like, do you do that too? Like,
No.
no, but you can.
Yeah.
But he's fully capable
No,
of
if you
it.
want, yeah. I've built some furniture stuff.
Build us some stuff.
Roger wants a concrete
That one, you get all the
countertop
tiles in the
countertop for his
Let's go.
Yeah.
We'll do it tonight.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
What do we need to get? Just go to Home Depot, get some concrete.
Yeah. Was it always brown?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
The funny thing is, like, all the tiles like fell off the front of it, and
Yeah.
so the landlord like replaced it with like these big long black tiles. Like,
Yeah.
Doesn't fit.
yeah,
Just whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever they had in the truck.
So I don't think they'll really care if we
Where
build
are
them
your
a nice
Where are your tiles? Just your tiles. What tile? Where's the tile aisle?
tile aisle. Right.
Any of these will work.
Yeah. So I don't think the landlord would care if we actually upgraded to a concrete countertop.
Sick.
How much would that cost?
I don't know.
Price it out.
$60.
$60.
60
Really?
bucks.
No, I don't know.
In concrete, probably.
10,000. I just.
The range from
I
60 to
don't know.
10,000.
I don't know. I'll give you a good deal though.
Give us a good deal.
Promise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kelly will help.
I'll help you.
I'll be at home.
I've seen what he does.
What do I do?
Nothing.
How do you get this bed up the stairs? I've seen it.